by Menards continues. Brewers Blue Jays, game one of a two-game series. Craig, as we continue with our little chat here about where the club is and where they've come to from spring training, do you think the players themselves are surprised at what they're doing or not?
Yeah, you know, the great thing about this bunch is that I don't think they're looking at it that way. I think they're really looking at it like, you know, when you put a bunch of young players together, inexperienced guys, I think they feel like they have something to prove, and really that's what they're kind of focused on. Is I want to prove I belong here, and I think they're, you know, you're getting to that phase, and then you're like, hey man, we're having fun playing together. You know, we're winning some games, we're having fun. Let's keep doing it like this, you know, because it's fun. It's fun winning, and it's fun, you know, enjoying each other's company in the dugout and celebrating, and we've had our fair share of those, and that's, look, I don't care who you are, you enjoy doing that, and I think that's kind of the kick they've been on, that this is enjoyable. Now I think what's important is that, you know, from their perspective, is that we know how we got here. You know, how did we get to this place? And it's about these guys continuing to, you know, like we talk about being the best version of themselves. Well, that requires them to continue to get better. Yeah. And when you have young players, I don't think we're at the point of the season where we can stop and say, hey, these guys are veterans now. No, we're 40-some games into it. There's still room for them to get better. And so that's, you know, one of our focuses as a coaching staff is to keep kind of pushing them to improving their games, because that's part of how we've got to where we are today.
That's the Craig Counsell Show today. More of the On Deck Show built by Menards after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
Is your insurance company easy to deal with? Thousands of independent insurance agents rank West Bend at the top when it comes to ease of doing business. That's because we step up when you need us. We do the right thing. With your agent's knowledge and experience and West Bend's commitment to providing innovative products and services, we can offer our policyholders the best in home, auto, and business insurance. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com.
Pella Windows and Doors are viewed to be the best, and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is proud to partner with the best local builders statewide.
C&C Custom Builders in Green Bay, Portside Builders in Sturgeon Bay.
Visit PellaWI.com today.
Truck drivers. Schneider is now hiring team and solo drivers in our van truckload division, and we're introducing new driver-friendly configurations. Travel the country, stay 750 miles from home, avoid New York City, whatever you're looking for. Plus, get higher pay. Solo over-the-road inexperienced drivers, for example, have seen mileage rates increase by 17% the past 2 years. Higher pay, new configurations. Apply to join Schneider's van truckload division at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Karuba Gold Cold Brew from Quick Trip. Perfectly roasted, freshly ground Arabica coffee beans steeped in cool water for 20 hours for a smooth, rich, chocolatey finish. Karuba Gold Cold Brew. Try it over ice with your favorite creamer today. Available only at your neighborhood Quick Trip.
The On Deck Show built by Menards continues from Miller Park as the Blue Jays are in town to take on the Brewers. Very brief two-game series before the Diamondbacks are in for the weekend. Time now for What's Brewing, featuring news and notes from around baseball. The Mets may welcome back left-hander Steven Matz sooner than later, according to some reports. Indeed, if he has a strong outing tomorrow in AAA Las Vegas, the club may allow him to make his next start at the major league level, which could possibly be against the Brewers in New York City next week. That would represent welcome news for the beleaguered Mets staff. Whether Matz can stay on the hill the rest of the way will no doubt go a long way towards determining whether New York can climb back into the postseason picture. Other injury news. And though he is still headed to the 10-day disabled list, Twins right-hander Phil Hughes will do so with a somewhat more optimistic outlook than he had initially feared. Hughes is dealing with right biceps tendonitis, the team says, which seems quite a bit less worrisome than hints of shoulder problems that had given him issues previously. The Cardinals have provided a few injury updates as well. Notably, left-hander Tyler Lyons is nearing a return from an intercostal strain, though the precise timing of his activation isn't yet clear. Cards don't expect a prolonged absence from second baseman Colton Wong either, who is still out with some elbow soreness, doesn't figure to hit the disabled list. And interestingly, left-hander Zach Duke, former Brewer, is lining up an effort to return more quickly than is typical from his Tommy John surgery. Duke is already eyeing work against live hitters in hopes of ramping up in time to return to the Cardinals in August. And finally, Giant center fielder Denard Span is limited by a left thumb problem, he told reporters earlier today. Doesn't appear as if it's something that will require a DL stint, but it does represent yet another nick for the 33-year-old. Span is hitting just .258 on the season thus far, with the shoulder injury as well having limited him in the early going. Fans, for your chance to win a Wisconsin Proud prize package from North Star Mohican Casino Resort featuring monthly winners and a grand prize worth over $1,000, go to brewersradionetwork.com and register. Also, West Bend donates $50 to the MAC Fund for each double hit by the crew. West Bend, the silver lining. Stick around. When we come back, you'll hear from Brewers reliever Oliver Drake and how he spent his off day yesterday. An interesting one with a couple of his teammates. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
There's more of what you're looking for at North Star Mohican Casino Resort. You have more chances to win. Try your luck on over 1,200 slots, table games, and bingo. Enjoy star-studded shows, spectacular dining options, or even a round of championship golf in the great outdoors. Spend a night at North Star's top-rated hotel or at Mohican RV Park, located between Wausau and Green Bay, just north of Highway 29. Come to where you'll find more fun, action, and the friendliest service at North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Are you playing horseshoes?
Sure am. Something about this song always puts me in the mood for summertime fun.
Yeah, but this is an office. And it's not a backyard barbecue.
Hey, it could be a barbecue if you help me hammer in this badminton net.
Well, how about we go to Chick-fil-A instead, huh? They got a new smokehouse barbecue bacon sandwich.
Huh, that does sound summery. So do I need a swimsuit or...
What? No, just regular clothes.
Get in the mood for summer. Try the new seasonal smokehouse barbecue bacon sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
Thinking about your summer vacation? Toes in the sand, hiking the trails, taking a dip in the pool. Days Inn can help you get there. With over 1,600 locations, no matter where your travels take you, there's always a Days Inn nearby. Bask in the sun and save now on your fun-filled vacation at Days Inn. Stay 2 nights and save 20%. Plus earn 1,000 Wyndham Rewards bonus points when you book at daysinn.com. Terms and conditions apply.
The On Deck Show, built by Menards, continues from Miller Park as the Brewers and the Blue Jays get ready for a very brief 2-game series. Jeff Levering joined with Brewers reliever Oliver Drake. And Oliver, it was a really good road trip for the Brewers. San Diego and Chicago end up going 4-2. And anytime you can finish above 500 on a road trip is a very successful road trip, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, every time you go in, you know, anytime you win a series, that's always a good thing. And to be able to come out of a road trip, you know, 4-2, that's huge. And then, now we're just looking forward to this brief series against the Blue Jays and having a nice homestand.
You've been able to throw the baseball very well, and you've complemented what's going on in that bullpen very well with what you have, your fastball and your split finger. Got a lot of sinker slider guys that are out there right now. You have such a different mix. It's a nice complement to what we've got going on out there.
Yeah, you know, it's we got a lot of guys out there who kind of present a different look. And it's great, you know, Council and DJ, they set it up for, you know, put us in positions where we match up well and have a good chance to succeed. And so, you know, our bullpen, we just kind of want to pick up where the next guy left off and, you know, go out there and do our job.
Brewers had a scheduled off day yesterday, not scheduled on Saturday, but yesterday was definitely a scheduled off day, and you spent yours with a couple of your teammates in a little bit of a different way. What'd you do yesterday?
Yeah, Eric Thames, Corey Knievel, and myself, we went to the Miller's Brewery and got to check it out, get a little tour, and then we're making our own beer, and hopefully when it turns out, it's a good one.
What was the process like? How did it all get set up, and then what did you figure out when you were trying to make your own beer?
Well, I think they brought it to Eric at first, and you know he's been quoted as being a big fan of beer, and he likes IPAs, so that's what we made. So we got a little behind the scenes tour, and you know the ways those brewmasters talk about beer, it's almost like another language. So I was a little lost. Corey was in heaven because he does a little brewing himself, and so he was trying to pick up some tips from them. But I think we're going to make a good one.
So what was the beer? What did you guys end up putting into this beer? Or can you not divulge that yet?
It's an IPA. I think that's about all I can divulge. It's going to be a little secret. And then I think the name's picked out, but I think that's being kept pretty close to the chest too right now.
That's fine. Now, did you guys taste the actual hops and the barley and all that stuff? Or how did the whole testing of the beer come about?
Yeah, we got to, pick out the hops and kind of figure out which ones we wanted to use for it. And so I think we picked out a good one, and I think we ended up deciding to do a little dry hopping, which it was a new term for me, but
dry hopping.
We're going to do that with another type of hop that we ended up picking out later.
Now, as a Massachusetts guy, I'm sure people think you drink Sam Adams, but that's not the case.
No, yeah, I like Coors Light, Miller Lite. I like the beers you can drink all day, so and IPA is a little different one for me, so I'm trusting Eric that it's going to be a good one.
Now, you mentioned Eric Thames. He'd been talking about how he enjoys drinking beer, and of course, if you play for the Brewers, you kind of have to at that point. But Eric, he's got the vocabulary down on what it takes to make a beer, right?
Yeah, he does. I was kind of shocked by that, so I felt a little out of place with those two, but it was good. It was a good experience, and I learned a lot.
No doubt about it. Now, again, a Massachusetts guy, we had an opportunity to play the Red Sox recently, and I'm sure you got blown up about that when you were here in town, but you had an opportunity to play against the Red Sox when you were with the Orioles, but now as a member of the Brewers, taking 2 out of 3 against them, that had to have been a thrill every time you get to pitch against Boston.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I kind of treat it like any other game, but I can always tell afterwards, especially when my phone's blown up, because everyone back home sees the games. So it's always fun, but like I said, the best part was, taking 2 out of 3 and winning the series.
And pitching well, too. Oliver, keep up the good work, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Oliver Drake. We'll have more as the On Deck Show built by Menards continues after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
Stop in at any one of 3 Boucher locations in Janesville, where customer service is their #1 priority. With low financing options and over 30 different lenders, Boucher will find you a vehicle that fits your budget. At Boucher, they're known for superior customer service, knowledgeable, friendly, and industry leader employees. Boucher rides with you every mile. Visit them at Frank Boucher Chrysler Dodge Jeep at Highway 26 and I-90, Gordy Boucher Ford at Highway 14, or Boucher Hyundai at 2009 Milton Avenue, and anytime online at Boucher.com.
Do you need to be seen by a doctor but don't want to spend time in the waiting room? You can now hold your place in line at one of Mercy Health's urgent care and emergency department locations. Simply visit mercyinquicker.org. Fill out the online visit form and wait from the comfort of your home. When you arrive, you'll be promptly seen by one of our healthcare professionals. Get in line by going online at mercyinquicker.org.
Timing is everything, and right now is a great time to get great deals on a certified pre-owned Honda at the Honda Dream Deal sales event going on now. Well-qualified buyers can receive 1.9% APR financing on select Honda certified pre-owned vehicles, so you can feel good about driving KBB.com's 2016 Best Value brand. The Honda Dream Deal sales event is happening now. Visit HondaCertified.com and search for local inventory.
See dealer for financing details based on 2016 brand image awards from Cali Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information. See your Honda dealer for limited warranty details.
If there's one thing the pros at Advance know, it's parts.
Advance Auto Parts and Batteries. Craig can help you.
Hey, Craig, I need an oil change. Just wondering if you had any deals.
Yes, we have 5 quarts of Castrol Edge with a K&N filter for $22.99.
That's a good deal. Castrol Edge is good stuff, right?
Absolutely. Helps the performance of hard-working engines.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, you can't get better protection.
Wow, even better.
Now at Advance Auto, get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge or high-mileage full synthetic and a K&N oil filter for just $22.99 after mail-in rebate. See store for details, also at participating CarQuest stores.
You're getting Southern Wisconsin's best local news from the winner of the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association's Media Market News Talk Station of the Year, AM 1230 and FM 92.7, WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Back with you once again from Miller Park. It's time for tonight's starting lineups behind Nelson and Briagini. And to tell you all about them, once again, here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Hugh. And tonight's starting lineups are presented by Ingman Taylor. More hands-on experience than the other guys. It's time to make Ingman Taylor part of your team. Visit them online at ingman-taylor.com. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays is announced by manager John Gibbons. Leading off, the center fielder Kevin Pillar. Batting second in right field, Ezekiel Carrera. Batting third, the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Kendrys Morales. Batting fifth at second base, Devin Travis. Catching and batting sixth, Russell Martin. Batting seventh in left field, Chris Coughlin. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Ryan Goins. And pitching, batting ninth, right-hander, Joe Biagini. Again, the starting lineup for the Blue Jays. Pilar, Carrera, Bautista, Morales, Travis, Martin, Coughlin, Goins, and Biagini. And now the starting lineup for the first place Milwaukee Brewers is announced by manager Craig Counsell. Leading off, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar. Batting second at first base, Eric Thames. Batting third in left field, Ryan Braun. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Travis Shaw. Batting fifth in right field, Domingo Santana. Batting sixth in center field, Hernan Perez. Catching and batting seventh, Manny Pena. The shortstop, Orlando Arcia, bats eighth. And pitching, batting ninth, right-hander Jimmy Nelson. Again, the starting lineup for the Crew. Villar, Thames, Braun, Shaw, Santana, Perez, Pena, Arcia, and Nelson. And now the umpire lineup is brought to you by Wisconsin's Cranberry Growers, proud to grow the official state fruit. At first base, the crew chief, Mike Winters. At second base, Chad Whitson. At third base, Mike Mochlinski. And behind home plate, Marty Foster. Give your summer cookout menu a flavorful zing by adding cranberries to your favorite salads, side dishes, sandwiches, and much more. Find recipe ideas by visiting wiscran.org or follow Wisconsin Cranberries on Facebook and Twitter. Brewers and Blue Jays, game one of a brief two-game series coming up in a matter of moments as the On Deck Show built by Menards continues on the Brewers Radio Network.
National Car Rental presents a control enthusiast guide to baseball. Babe, Boom Boom, Ducky, Scoop, Crush. Baseball's given us great nicknames. Big guys named Slim and slim guys named Slim. And because you can choose any car in the aisle, National has a nickname for you too. The Boss. Sound good, Slim? Go National. Go like a pro.
Subject to availability and other restrictions. Requires enrollment in the complimentary Emerald Club.
What do you do when good isn't good enough? You upgrade. Or when you're ready to go from great to awesome, upgrade. If your energy drink isn't getting it done or you're just ready for more, upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Apple Pie. Drink it in seconds, feel it in minutes, last for hours. Try it once and you'll know why they say upgrade to awesome, upgrade to Extra Strength. Official sponsor of the 2017 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. For more information, see 5hourenergy.com.
From Memorial Day to 4th of July, the Brewers Radio Network wants to help you salute the active military troops serving this summer. Record a 15-second audio message saluting the active military member in your life and email it to troops@brewersradionetwork.com. Your message may air on the Brewers statewide radio network this summer. For your message, state your name or family name, your military member's name, where they are stationed, and a personal message. Then email your 15-second audio file to troops@brewersradionetwork.com. That's troops@brewersradionetwork.com.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is being brought to you in part by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's and baseball, it's just not summer without them. U.S. Cellular, the Wisconsin Lottery, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, Quick Trip, West Bend, the Silver Lining, EMC Insurance, the Sartori Company, Menards, Woodman's Food Markets, the Wisconsin Transportation Builders Association, Fabic, the cat rental store, the Ingman Taylor Company, Pomps Tire, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin's Corn Growers, Mills Fleet Farm, Island Resort and Casino, and your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. Back with more, including the start of tonight's game, after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
You know, sometimes it's really hard to come here. But every time, it's hard to leave. There's just something therapeutic about coming to the cemetery and seeing Mom's monument. It reminds me of her favorite song. It said something like, "Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place." Mom always loves that song. Yeah, it just gives me a lot of peace. I'll tell you what, the folks at Jackson Monument really captured Mom's spirit, what she was like, and the kindness they showed us. The Jackson Monument folks, they really get it. Because of the folks at Jackson Monument, Mom's story will live forever.
Tell the story with the help of Jackson Monument. Whether it's a monument or marker, granite or bronze, tell the story. Visit jacksonmonumentco.com, then stop by their location, Milwaukee Road, Beloit. Jackson Monument serves the entire state line area. Jackson Monument. Tell the story.
2 little tablets can make your thin hair feel and look thicker and fuller, guaranteed, or your money back. Viviscal is the #1 drug-free hair growth supplement in the U.S., with 1 box being sold every minute globally. It's clinically researched to promote existing hair growth for men and women, and now a 90-day supply of Viviscal is offered in your area with free shipping. Call 800-350-6342. Viviscal nourishes thinning hair from within. You'll love your hair growth results, guaranteed, or your money back. Just pay return shipping and handling. Viviscal is so effective, it's recommended by doctors. Here's Dr. John Laura.
As a dermatologist, I feel confident recommending Viviscal. It's backed by 25 years of research and multiple clinical studies that demonstrated Viviscal's effectiveness in promoting the growth of thicker, fuller hair.
Want to try Viviscal? Every listener that calls now gets a 90-day supply with free shipping. 800-350-6342. 800-350-6342. That's 800-350-6342.
Too many things to do today? Let Burtness Chevrolet strike one off your list. We will pick up your car for its oil change in your driveway and deliver a loaner. Free door-to-door service at Burtness Chevrolet.
Know that Catholic Financial Life is always with you.
That wraps up the On Deck Show built by Menards for Miller Park as the Toronto Blue Jays are in town for a brief 2-game series. Crew begins a 6-game homestand. Diamondbacks coming in after the Blue Jays leave town. 4-game set over the weekend. Other scores from around the major leagues. Minnesota is in Baltimore today. No score there. Irvin Santana is off to a good start this year, an inning and 2/3 scoreless thus far for the Twins. Kansas City and New York, no score. Boston hosting Texas, no score, bottom of the 2nd inning. Tampa Bay is at home against the Angels and trailing 2-0. Cameron Maben has homered, as well as Mike Trout is 15th. Houston will host Detroit a little bit later today. Washington in an interleague matchup has a 2-0 lead over the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland and Cincinnati, the battle for Ohio. 1-1 game, top of the 2nd. Frankie Lindor with his 10th home run. Arizona hosting the White Sox, and the Miami Marlins are in Oakland against the A's. Scores from National League ballparks. Giants, Cubs delayed at the start of their game because of bad weather down in Chicago. Colorado, Philadelphia, no score, top of the 3rd. Mets put up 5 against the Padres, the bottom of the 1st inning. Michael Conforto with his 12th home run for the Mets. Atlanta and Pittsburgh will get going in just a couple of moments, and St. Louis out in L.A. against the Dodgers later tonight. Fans, take a quick trip down Bernie's Slide at Miller Park, courtesy of Quick Trip. To enter, go to quicktrip.com/slide. That's quicktrip.com/slide. Jimmy Nelson's been terrific here in the month of May. He'll try and keep it going against the Toronto Blue Jays here tonight from Miller Park. For the play-by-play of tonight's action, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And this broadcast once again is authorized by the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club, intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use without the expressed written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is prohibited. Kevin Pillar, Blue Jays center fielder, all set to lead things off. Carrera follows, and then Bautista. Game 1 of a very brief 2-game series against the Crew. A reminder about our 5-5-5 giddy up for you. You bet. Brewers get 5 runs, you get 5 burgers for $5 till midnight tomorrow at all George Webb restaurants. Nelson ready. Opening pitch in game 1 is a high fastball, and we are underway.
6:41. Game time temperature inside at 66 degrees.
Outside temperature 55.
Here's the 1-0 offering, and that one's hit foul, and it will wind up right down below us. 1 ball and 1 strike on the right-handed batting Blue Jays center fielder. Pilar at 309 with 6 home runs. Driven in 12. Here comes Jimmy Nelson. Swinging a bouncing ball back up the middle, a base hit to center. One on for Toronto, and here is Ezekiel Carrera is the batter now with nobody out. Blue Jays come in here tonight at 19-26. Brewers top the Central 25-19. A check of Pilar. Here comes Jimmy in there on a strike breaking ball. It's 0-1. Carrera 286 with 3 home runs and 12 driven in. Nelson ready again. Pilar, pretty good lead. He's holding on the pitch down low and inside. Manny Pena coming out of there, ready to make a throw. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jose Bautista is due next. New sign from Pena. The pitch. That one is off the inside. It's 2-1 now. Leadoff base hit. Kevin Pilar. He's got 4 or 5 steps against Nelson at first. The stretch. Throw over there, and he's back in time. 2 balls and a strike. Blue Jays not a big running club. 19 stolen bases on the year. 2 balls and a strike on Carrera. Again, Pilar, pretty good lead held by Eric Thames. Nelson deals runner holding, swinging a bouncer, hit near second. That's going to be grabbed by VR, and a return throw is laid at first. VR breaking to the bag. That was an easy, big chopper. He had it in plenty of time for the force at second, and the throw back to first just a tad late on Carrera. 1 down. Here is Jose Bautista. .227 for Bautista. 7 home runs for him. And the pitch by Jimmy Nelson, a smash in the left, a base hit. That was a hanging changeup or breaking ball that stayed right up there about belt high, and Bautista nailed it. Second base hit in the inning. Here is Kendrys Morales. Blue Jays big first baseman. 7 home runs with 23 driven in. Morales batting .244. 2 on for Toronto with only 1 out. Nelson in his second career start against Toronto. And the pitch. High and off the outside corner. It's ball 1. Way back in 2014, right here at Miller Park. Jimmy Nelson worked 5 2/3 innings. Gave up 9 hits, 4 runs all earned. He walked a couple and struck out 4. Deals again. Morales, bouncer hit to VR. Arcia 1, relay, and plenty of time to double up Kendrys Morales, and the inning is over. That one was easy. 4-6-3. And the Blue Jays half of inning number 1 is over. 1 half complete. Toronto nothing. Milwaukee coming up.
The Beloit Snappers clash with the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, the Brewer Class A affiliate, through Thursday. Our best daily promotions will be on display, starting with a Monster Deal Monday from WCLO. $26 for a pair of tickets, hot dogs, soda, popcorn, and hats. Then it's a $2 Tuesday with hot dogs, brats, pizza, tickets, and beer for just $2. Beers include PBR Tallboys, Snappers, and Timber Rattlers in Beloit through Thursday.
Beloit Snappers baseball, one shell of a good time.
Looking for a pre-owned car without all the hassle? This is Christine from Bryden Motors. We are not only a new car store, we have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. Our friendly staff will give you the peace of mind you deserve. All certified pre-owned cars must pass our intensive 125-point inspection. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, all factory back. We have an ever-changing selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, you'll get the free Bryden certified 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, the best pre-owned warranty in the state line. The best place to buy a used car is at a new car store. Stop by Bryden Motors in downtown Beloit or visit us at BrydenMotors.com.
Riding with Bryden. We're a good deal winner for you.
WCLO is here to keep you informed.
It's good to know just what's going on in the world.
The national and local news. Get all the news wherever you are. It's a car thing for me. On air, apps, and online. The news you need to know always.
News you can use.
From WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Brewers are on the bat here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Jonathan VR, who started that inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, will lead things off, followed by Eric Thames and then Ryan Braun. Joe Briagini is on for Toronto tonight. He has 1-1, lost 2. And VR stands in. Facing Briagini for the first time ever. And the pitch to VR is a low fastball. It's 1-0. New sign, Russell Martin, veteran catcher. And the pitch. VR slices one foul to the second deck. 7 or more runs in any inning for the Crew is a Menards big inning. That would make Donna Golucki. Anybody in that area of Marshfield. Tried to bunt and missed it. All 1 strike 2 now. Golucki, Kent, is that a U or? Okay. And get your 3rd grade teacher. Take a look at this paper. Sorry, Donna. And the pitch. Dropping low on a change of pace. It's 2-2. Anyway, it's $1,000 in a Menards gift card if the Crew scores 7 or more in any inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging. 1 down for Eric Thames. Golueke. I hope I got it right, Donna. Golucki. It's easy. Kent's U's sometimes look like O's, which is okay. Just came off a tough trip.
I got nowhere to talk. You look at my scorebook handwriting for 9 innings.
No, you're good. And the pitch. It's down low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jeff makes out the scorebook every night. And this has been an ongoing thing with Brewers baseball forever and ever. When I first came here with Merle Harmon, the late, great Merle Harmon, that was my job, to make out the scorebook each and every night. There's a strike on a breaking ball, and it's even now at 1-1. And ever since then, whoever is in the booth along with a partner, that is the job that they have each and every time. I did it for I don't know how many years. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, hit back up the middle, and in the right center, a base hit. Eric Thames with a seeing eye single in the right center. 1 on with 1 out. Here's Ryan Braun. But yeah, that's just the other guy's job. And it's not a bad job by any means. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's always been a tradition here. That's the way we always did it. Pat Hughes, Jim Powell, Corey Probus, let's see, Joe Block, Lauren Brown. Remember Lauren Brown way back? I wouldn't even let him touch the scorebook. No, Lauren Brown. Lauren Brown. Remember Lauren Brown, Kent? That was way before you. Yeah, that was way before you. And the pitch down low and away, and it's ball 1. And Lauren Brown was here, I don't know, a couple of years. Down in Chicago, worked with Harry Carey. Worked the White Sox, I think, for a period of time. Now the stretch, the pitch. Braun, a big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryan Braun.
I'm just pleased you can make out about 80% of that.
No,
That's
I
all
got
I'm
it.
shooting for.
Oh no, this is no. You're doing good. I don't know why you always thought some of the names go off the page, but I know the first name, so
it's key.
It's okay. Nah, he does a great job. We get along great. Lane Grindle, Jeff, good to be back with you guys. The pitch. Down low and away on Ryan Braun. It's 2-1.
It's good to be back home.
So yeah, that was man. You know what? I listen to you guys every day, and the surprising thing about that whole trip was when you guys left here to go to San Diego, I'm thinking, man, beautiful weather out there, and going to be nice, sunny. The pitch. Check swing and a ball inside. 3-1 now. I'm listening to you guys and you're talking about raining in San Diego. First I thought you were kidding, being facetious, but it did rain. A couple of days, right?
Yeah, just a little mist.
Yeah.
But down in San Diego, I thought was 5-alarm weather.
It is. When you were talking about rain, I said, oh yeah, really, sure. 3-1 delivery. Braun lines one, off the chest of Morales, and he's going to take Ryan Braun and a big welt on his chest along with it. Wow. Braun hit an absolute rocket on one hop that hit Morales. It looked like it got him in the chest. Chest or thigh? It had some sting on it, I can tell you that. It's a hard out for Ryan Braun. And now with a runner at second, that's Eric Thames. Here's Travis Shaw. Yeah, and then you go to Chicago and you got rain there sometimes. Mm-hmm. That was kind of a farce. Travis Shaw waiting in the pitch. Drops in there nicely on a bender, and it's 0-1.
It was really bad on Friday. That was one of the worst days. And Craig Counsell said it too. He said, I'd never seen it like this ever.
I mean, there was standing water on the infield. Biagini ready. Here he comes for Shaw, and that one rides high and away, and it's even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Played through Lake Wrigley for an inning and a half.
I saw that. You know, I'm looking at the TV, listening to you, and I'm seeing water collecting around shortstop. Wait a minute. You got to stop this thing sometime. Get some dirt on there, something on there to dry it up a little bit. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss by Travis Shaw. Ball 1 and strike 2. I'm thinking, what about the players, the guys that got to pick the ball up, hang on to it, try to hang on to it, and then try to make a throw with a ball that's soaking wet. That was awful. That was bad. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-men are out, nothing here in the opening inning. And the pitch. Shaw, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is over. Couple of strikeouts for Briagini. Brewers get nothing. They had a hit and leave 1 stranded. 1 complete from Miller Park. Still time, still room for you, folks. Come on out. It's 0-0.
What can we do for a business like you? Cost save, innovate, streamline, integrate everything you need to help your business succeed. Products, performance, perfection, Ingman Taylor.
Hey Tom, you get those towels and soap ordered for the shop? You know it, faster at the best price anywhere. Just went to Ingman-Taylor.com and done.
Products, performance, perfection, Ingman Taylor.
There's more of what you're looking for at North Star Mohican Casino Resort. You have more chances to win. Try your luck on over 1,200 slots, table games, and bingo. Enjoy star-studded shows, spectacular dining options, or even a round of championship golf in the great outdoors. Spend a night at North Star's top-rated hotel or at Mohican RV Park, located between Wausau and Green Bay, just north of Highway 29. Come to where you'll find more fun, action, and the friendliest service at North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Bob and Tony discuss All-Star Franks.
There have been a lot of great Franks in the game. Big boppers like Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson, and Frank Howard.
How about Frank White and Frank Malzone?
Oh, yeah, and don't forget Frankie Frisch.
And let's not forget Frank Viola.
On the hill, give me Frank Tanana.
But none can measure up to Usinger's Frank Furter, the greatest Frank of them all.
Oh, Frank Furter. I used to room with him back in Philly.
What?
Oh, great guy. Couldn't catch it all, though. No hands. Get it?
Look for Usinger's at your local grocer.
Continue tonight, 10 for identification. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Tired of fake news?
Every day I listen, I learn.
Turn off the tube and turn back to local radio.
I do feel very well informed.
The real thing. WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Back with you once again from Miller Park. Brewers, Blue Jays. Game 1 of a very brief 2-day stay for Toronto. Devon Travis is the batter now, and the pitch by Jimmy Nelson is high and off the outside. It's 1-1. Not only the rain that you had in Chicago, but it was cold too. That raw, damp cold. And the pitch, too low, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Wind blowing straight in off the lake too. It wasn't good for anybody. Fans, players.
Yeah, everybody. It was bad. It really was. Nelson's 2-1 delivery. Here it is, swinging and a liner to the gap in right center and going to drop for a base hit. Domingo Santana pulled up on that ball. I think he lost it momentarily. I think that ball could have been caught, but it looked like he lost it at the last moment and pulled back. It'll go as a base hit for Travis. Here is the catcher, Russell Martin. One on for Toronto. Base hit number 3 given up by Jimmy Nelson. Russell Martin had a cut and he missed. 1 strike on the veteran Toronto catcher. New sign, Pena. Nelson ready again. Here it is, down low and away. Even now at a ball and a strike. No score. Nothing game here in the second inning. Jimmy Nelson deals again. That one dropped low, and it's 2 balls and a strike now. Russell Martin batting .202. Got 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Nelson ready again. Here it is. This one's lined to right field, a base hit. It's going to put runners at first and third. Travis easily into third. Russell Martin with a solid base hit to right. Here is Chris Coughlin, the left fielder. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino pays big 21 contestant tonight. Becky Gens from Watertown. Chance to win $5,000 if tonight's total score winds up at 21. Firekeepers Club members an extra $5,000 in reward play. Get complete details at brewersradionetwork.com. Blue Jays in business here, 2 on and nobody out in the second. Chris Coughlin took one good for a strike. Travis at third. Russell Martin aboard at first. Coughlin at 207 with a home run. Driven in 5 waiting. Here comes Jimmy. Check swing and a ball down low and inside. Still nobody out here in the Blue Jays second inning. From the stretch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's low and inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Jimmy Nelson all over here in the early going. 2 balls on a strike. Ninth start of the year tonight for Jimmy Nelson. Ready to work. Here it is. That's a swing and a bouncer hit up along first, but foul. Ball 2 and strike 2 on Chris Coughlin. Jimmy Nelson's last time out on Tuesday in that series at San Diego. Brewers won that one by a score of 6-2. 6 innings for Nelson, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Now ready again. Here it is. Low and away, a sinker missing, and it's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Pena the target. And the pitch. High and away. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. And there's nobody out. High outside fastball. Ryan Goings, the shortstop, is in there now. Loaded up and nobody out. All right. Goings in there. Loaded up. Nelson from the stretch, the pitch. That's way off the outside corner, and it's ball 1. 191 for the Blue Jays shortstop. 3 home runs. He's driven in 14 to pitch. Down low and a strike at the knees. 1-1 now.
Mentioned a couple of moments ago, Uke, that Nelson just not commanding any of his stuff right now. A stark contrast from what he's done this entire month.
Boy, that game he pitched in San Diego, he was really on. Power was there, breaking stuff. The pitch, swinging a line drive over a leaping Orlando Arcia. 1 run's going to score, and that's going to be it. The bases will remain loaded. A run is in. There is still nobody out. Joe Biagini is up there now with the bases loaded. Yeah, but he was really on in that game. He went 6 innings. And when Counsell made the change, I mean, it was time for him, too. It looked like he had, given what he had. But the power was there, Jeff. His breaking stuff. I watched, watching that game and looking at where he was pitching fastball-wise. He was on the corners for the most part the whole night from the opening pitch of the game. Biagini waiting. Takes one high, way high that time. He almost threw that one past Manny Pena. 1-0.
Wherever Pena has sat up this entire month, we saw him in Pittsburgh before he had to halt his start because of the rain. He was 3 no-hit innings and given up just 1 little error that Orlando Arcia couldn't make a catch on. But nonetheless, he was outstanding. And that game comes back against Boston, and he was terrific. Wherever he's setting up, he was able to hit the mitt.
In talking with Craig Counsell about Nelson, it always seems like he's kind of fighting himself for an inning or so, and then finally he settles in. The 2 starts that you're talking about, he was dead on. I mean, he was bang, strike 1, strike 2, and around home plate all the time. And I think it's one of the things that Jimmy is constantly going to work on, Jeff. The fact that he's gone to this no wind-up deal now, changed his whole style of delivery, that's going to be a big part of his repertoire now as he tries to find a way. There's a strike right down the middle. Tries to find a way where he's comfortable each and every time out there, not where it's going to be, what do we have to worry about tonight? What do we have to think about tonight? And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinking fastball, ball 1 and strike 2 now. He's got a big league arm. There's no doubt about that. None whatsoever. And Jimmy Nelson's the guy that, he's going to have to do it himself. You can talk to a pitcher so much, or any player for that matter, swinging a bouncer, hit to short. This is going to get another run in, and it is going to be a forced play at second. That's it. Biagini, despite the fact that he hasn't done all that much batting average-wise or hitting-wise, he picks up an RBI on a ground ball slowly hit to Arcia. They got the force at second. Villar's throw to Eric Thames was late. Biagini was running hard on that one. He had the RBI, and the throw pulled Thames off the bag anyway. So it's 1-0, and then the pitcher knocks in run number 2. Big night for Biagini. All right, Nelson now for Kevin Pillar. And the pitch. Breaking ball, strike, and it's 0-1. New sign, the pitch. Smash towards third, gobbled up by Shaw. They've got the runner trapped between third and home, and they put him out. What a play by Travis Shaw again. Don't think he gets a double play. He never took a shot at it, but the throw home in plenty of time, and Manny Pena ran him back towards third base. That was Chris Coughlin, and put him out easily.
Each and every day you see Travis Shaw play third, you're more and more impressed.
I can see why the Red Sox upstairs people are mad. When the Red Sox were in town, their broadcast crew was over in our booth a few times and telling us how much they disliked the deal for Shaw. They said he belongs in Boston. All right, 2 on the fielder's choice. Now Jimmy Nelson deals a strike on a bender. Ezekiel Carrera is the batter.
He's been really good over at third base. His range has improved.
Now that ball was not an easy play for him. And to play it the way he did, coming back to Pena, again, I don't think they get a shot at a double play. So they'll get a force and a run score, swing and a miss. 2 strikes and nothing now on Carrera. Yeah, you get a force, but you lose a run too. But not the way Travis Shaw played it. Nicely done. 2-0 Toronto. Now the stretch. Here comes Nelson. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning is finally over. Blue Jays get a couple of runs, though. Leave a couple stranded. Inning and a half complete. It's 2-0 Toronto.
Beautify and protect your patios, walkways, driveways, and more with rock-solid wet-look lacquer from Menards. It seals and enhances masonry, decorative concrete, pavers, and more while adding a wet-look finish to the surface. Rock-solid wet-look lacquer provides excellent water repellency and protects against stains, chemicals, abrasions, and grease. It's available in high gloss or low gloss for only $29.98 a gallon. Now during Menards Memorial Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Hello, it's Toyota's Toyota Time Sales Event. This is Jan.
So your sales event is on, right?
Yes, now's the perfect time to choose from low APR financing and great lease offers now through May 31st.
Hey, it's on, guys! We work at the rival dealership down the street, and with all your deals on that giant selection of Toyotas, business is pretty slow. So we figured we'd take off for a little R&R. Oh, gotta run. We just love your sales event.
And we do too.
Toyota, let's go places. Not all customers will qualify. See your participating dealer for details.
What do you do when good isn't good enough? You upgrade. Or when you're ready to go from great to awesome, upgrade. If your energy drink isn't getting it done or you're just ready for more, upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Apple Pie. Drink it in seconds, feel it in minutes, lasts for hours. Try it once and you'll know why they say upgrade to awesome, upgrade to Extra Strength. Official sponsor of the 2017 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. For more information, see 5hourenergy.com.
2-0 Toronto as the Brewers are on the bat here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Santana, Perez, and then Manny Pena. Santana at 273 with 5 home runs. He's driven in 19. Biagini, all set to work. Russell Martin sets the target, and Biagini ready, and here it is. Swinging a bouncer, hit up along third, but foul. 1 strike on Domingo Santana. Working from the stretch. Here it is, and that is on the outside corner. 2 strikes and nothing now on Domingo Santana. Blue Jays winding up this road trip. Here in Milwaukee, they'll head back home for Texas
following a day off on Thursday. And a pitch. Low and away, and it's ball 1 and strike 2 now.
2 straight years now that the Brewers have played a 2-game series against somebody, and they've had off days sandwiching the 2 games.
I don't understand that. I don't know how the scheduling works. Jeff, we were talking about that earlier today. Santana is swinging a foul, hopping away from Russell Martin. I don't know how they're working the schedule today or how they do it, but now we got a series down in Tampa Bay, right? Mm-hmm. Then a 2-game series up in Minnesota, and then a 2-game series against Minnesota here in Milwaukee the next day.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. 1-2 delivery. Here it is. Santana, I think he went around. Nope. Ooh, he got a break. Good.
Yeah, the 2-2, the Brewers did it with the Twins last year as well. When the Central is the interleague partner, that's when they have the weekend series.
That's good.
It's fantastic. And that makes sense for the fan bases.
Yeah, I mean, to put a 2-game series like that in the middle of the week, and you're doing it back-to-back. Now the pitch. Off the outside with that one. I don't know how they do it, and maybe I should find out how and why before talking bad about it, but it doesn't make much sense. I don't know. Just, first of all, traveling all the way down to Tampa Bay and then back up to the Twin Cities. Outside, he walked him. Base on balls for Santana to lead things off. I mean, 2-game series, I don't mind that. That's okay. But to do it back-to-back, away, and then take an airplane ride to the city you just played and do it again the next 2 days, doesn't make much sense. I don't know. Weekend series with the Brewers and the Twins is always great. I mean, it gives the Twins fans a chance to get down here for the weekend, and Brewer fans, one way or another, whichever way you're going, to enjoy a weekend in a city, and where it's not too far, not too long of a drive to get there. The pitch, swinging a pop-up. And this one is going to make the lower seats behind the Blue Jays dugout. 1 strike on Hernan Perez.
Well, the Blue Jays are just coming off a very similar situation. They had Atlanta at home Monday, Tuesday last week, and then went down to Atlanta.
That's another one. I think that's what started the conversation in the clubhouse today. The fact that the Blue Jays, who had just finished with Atlanta in Toronto, and then go down to Atlanta to play, and then come up here for a 2-gamer. The same thing we were talking about. Plus, we were talking badly about Jerry Howarth, who's one of their broadcasters. And he's a longtime friend. I haven't seen that guy in a long, long time. He's been around Blue Jay baseball 36 maybe years. Long time. The pitch. Perez took a changeup down low, and it's 1-1.
Great guy. Yeah, I had met him for the first time when we went to Toronto. Fantastic guy.
No, he's not. Come on, Jeff.
You're trying to sell it.
I'm not going to let you get away with that. I can't. He's not a tremendous guy, not at all. And the pitch, down low and away, and a good block by Russell Martin. No, he's a good man. We like Jerry Howarth. He's been there for, he got to the Blue Jays shortly after I started, I guess. I don't know how many years, but he, I think he's been there 36 years, maybe 37, in that area. Now the stretch, the pitch. Perez, a rocket, line drive hit right at Goings, and Perez is gone. Here's Manny Pena, the catcher.
You were right on with 37.
37? Yeah, he's been around a long time. Worked up there with Tom Cheek. Long-time Canadian broadcaster. Tom Cheek was a great guy. One of our good friends passed away way too young. But yeah, Jerry Howarth was there, and it's good to see him again. I didn't make the trip up to Toronto with you and Lane and Kent. And the pitch, it is high and tight on Manny Pena. We had one of our
contestants in one of our contests, I don't know, last year or the year before, John Jacques Smythe, who was a Canadian resident and picks up our broadcast up there on WKUY in St. Jean. The pitch, bouncer hit towards third, and nice play there by Bautista, and the return throw in time to double up Pena. Talking about Travis Shaw. Jose Bautista made a dandy there to start that 5-4-3 double play. Brewers' second inning is over. They get nothing, leave nobody, and at the end of 2 complete, it remains 2-0 Blue Jays.
When it comes to selling your home, of course you want the best offer.
So, if we could profile the right buyer before your home was even listed, would you want to talk to us? Hi, I'm Paul Schilt from Coldwell Banker, the Realty Group.
And I'm Donna Panico. With bigger and better data available to us, our team is able to not only match the right buyer for you, but typically the best offer as well.
We're Coldwell Banker, the Realty Group. Visit us online at cbtherealtygroup.com.
Authentic, credible, ethical, real news is found every day on the pages of your Janesville Gazette. Professional reporters put their byline and reputation on the line, gathering, verifying, and communicating with accountability. Don't waste your time and money on graffiti. Get the Janesville Gazette with real local news that matters to you. Visit ordergazette.com for your subscription options. That's ordergazette.com. It's your best investment to be well informed.
When local matters to you, Janesville Gazette.
Henke Clarson Funeral Home, representing Pekin Life Insurance Company, invites you to a no-obligation seminar to discuss pre-arrangement of your funeral. You'll discover the emotional and financial benefits of planning ahead from expert guest speakers. Join them on Thursday afternoon, June 1st at 2:30 at 1010 North Wright Road in Janesville. Call 608-741-1713 to reserve your seat and learn more about planning ahead with Pekin Life Insurance Company and Henke Clarson Funeral Home.
Home of the best local sportscast in the state among medium market stations. Join Josh Goldberg every morning as part of the best news talk morning show in the state. Southern Wisconsin's Morning News on WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Miller Lite, the original light beer. Hey, Jeff, did you know Grindel's got a birthday today?
I had heard that through the grapevine.
Is that true? He said yes. Happy birthday, Grinny. Enjoy that cupcake. It's nice. Anyway, the third's on, so's Jeff.
Special order. All the way up from Nebraska. Here comes the first one from Jimmy Nelson. It's on its way to Jose Bautista. It's down and away with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Play by Bautista last half inning. You wouldn't be able to tell that this is his first start at third since 2013.
Yeah, he's played a couple of times.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and he was trying to hit that one into the lake.
He's played a couple of times late in games at third base, but yeah, first start since, was it 13?
2013. Yeah. He originally came up with the Pirates as a third baseman, but it's been a while. The 1-1 pitch is off the outside edge with a breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike on Bautista. He's such a big part of this organization. 1-year deal signed in the offseason with Toronto, Jose Bautista. The 2-1. Strike with a high breaking ball, and it's 2-2. You look at the injury report for Toronto, and it is rather staggering, some of the guys that are on that DL.
Yeah, their big boy, Troy Tulowitzki. They're both back playing, though. They're down on rehab assignments.
2-2 pitch from Jimmy Nelson. Swinging a chopper foul up along third, stays at 2-2.
Yeah, they got a couple guys. Donaldson. You know the guy I really like on this club? Jeff was talking earlier. Ross Atkins is here traveling with the club. I like that guy plays center field.
Pilar.
Yeah. I like him.
He is a gamer. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bautista. 3 on the left side of the infield behind Jimmy Nelson. The windup, and here comes the pitch. Down and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I haven't seen him play that much, talking about the Blue Jays, in general. But that guy, each and every time I've watched Toronto play, he does something good. Either a catch, hitting-wise, running.
Nelson's wind up, 3-2 coming, swinging a high chopper right to Orlando Arcia. Charges, fires across in time, and Bautista is out number 1. That'll bring up Kendrys Morales, 1 gone here in the 3rd inning. Kevin Pillar, if you haven't seen him, folks, I'm sure you have on highlight shows each and every night. He's doing something special out in the outfield, whether it's climbing a wall or coming in, making diving plays. Yep. He's the kind of guy that clubbies hate because his uniform's so darn dirty after every game.
He's a gamer, man. He just looks like one of those. He looks like one of the old-time guys, you know. I don't know. The way he carries himself, the way he wears his uniform. He's a good player.
Pitch to Kendrys Morales is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. This Toronto club trying to figure it out. They got up to such a slow start, and that's when the Brewers saw them up in Toronto, swept them. 1 strike pitch, and Morales hits it foul and into the seats, second deck. 0-2 on Morales, but they're starting to play better.
And a bad month of April, for sure.
It's a club that hits a ton of home runs. They have, over the last 5 years, a wild card team a year ago, lost in dramatic fashion, or won, I should say, and then lost in the division series. 2-strike pitch. Up high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kendrys Morales. But pitching-wise, they're fighting it, to say the least. Aaron Sanchez has been dealing with blister problems. He was in the Cy Young conversation a year ago. 1-2 coming. Hit in the air, center field. Backing up on it is Hernan Perez. Looks like he has room and does, just shy of the wall in center. And Kendrys Morales is out number 2 in this 3rd inning. Devin Travis, a base hit his last time up to extend his hitting streak to 8 games, will be the batter. But that American League East, it's a grind. It is every single year.
You know, a guy that is with the Jays tonight, of course, and one of our favorite guys all time, Jeff, in his tenure with the Brewers.
Pitch swung on, popped up on the infield, playable. Thames giving way to Jonathan Villar, and he'll make the final out of the inning.
I was talking about Marco Estrada. Great to see that guy again, man, and what a job he's done for the Jays.
He said it was weird coming to this ballpark and being in the visitors clubhouse. And Marco Estrada, great pitcher for the Crew. Nice bounce back inning from Jimmy Nelson. Goes 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 2-0 Blue Jays.
It's important to take pride in your vehicle and the dealership you choose to do business with. Pinging, Al Fagerly here for Fagan Automotive. When you purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, it doesn't end there. Luckily, Fagan Automotive firmly believes their service, parts, and auto body departments are among the best in the industry. So if you need a new or pre-owned vehicle service, or if you find yourself in an accident, count on Fagan Automotive in Janesville, where it's easy to do business.
It's Memorial Weekend coming up, and at K&W Greenery, we're ready for you. Hi, this is Jordan from K&W. We have the best selection of roses, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials for that weekend project you're planning. If it's backyard accents you're after, we have that too. Spinners, cement statues, and a wide range of solar to light it all up. So get busy, get gardening, and celebrate with your friends at K&W Greenery. Open Memorial Day from 9 till 3.
So this older guy who's been having trouble hearing for years finally goes into the Janesville Hearing Center to be fitted with hearing aids, which promise to allow him to hear much better. Later, he comes back to see Mark Giese for a checkup, and the older guy tells Mark, "You know, my hearing has improved tremendously, but I haven't told my family about the hearing aids. I just sit around in the living room and listen to them talk. I've changed my will 3 times." Janesville Hearing Center and Mark Giese, helping people hear what they've been missing.
It's more productive than an afternoon nap.
I am not a morning person.
Southern Wisconsin's Afternoon News with Steve Benton and Andrea Morrow.
I have something important to tell you.
Weekdays, 3 till 5:30 on WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Bottom half of the 3rd inning for Miller Park, 2-0 Toronto. And Orlando Arcia to lead it off for the Crew against Joe Biagini. Don't forget, fans, you can always text the booth. It's presented by U.S. Cellular. Text the word brew, followed by your name and where you're from and the question, and the number 82783. First pitch to Arcia. Swung on, bouncer, hit towards the middle. Gloved by the shortstop Goins. Spins and throws, and he's got Arcia by a couple of steps. 6-3 on the putout. 1 up and 1 down, and Jimmy Nelson will be the batter. Text the booth and you get a chance to win tickets to an upcoming ball game. Visit BrewersRadioNetwork.com for more details. Nelson, 1 out of 15 as a hitter this year. .067 average. He does have a run batted in. Looks like he's taken all the way here, and Biagini pumps a strike right down the middle, and it's 0-1. Nelson trying to give himself a little bit of a respite. But a quick and easy inning, just 12 pitches used in that third. Retired the Blue Jays in the order. Here's the windup in the pitch, and late on the fastball was Nelson. 2 strikes on Jimmy. Biagini began the year with 14 consecutive appearances out of the bullpen before the injury bug caught the starting rotation for Toronto, and he was needed to fill some innings. The pitch is off the outside corner with a cutter. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nelson. For Biagini, no more than 5 innings in any of his starts and no more than 68 pitches. See how long he goes tonight. Pitch home. Swinging a chopper right back to the mound. Biagini's got it. Tall right-hander throws over to first base, and Nelson is retired. A 6-3 ground out and a 1-3 ground out. 2 gone in the third, and Jonathan Villar on the top of the order due up. Just 1 hit for the crew. That was Eric Thames' base hit in the first. 2 runs on 5 hits for Toronto. Get ready for a big weekend at the ballpark. 3/4 sleeve Barrelman shirt giveaway on Friday. Robin Yount bobblehead on Sunday. Check out the complete schedule and reserve your seat by visiting Brewers.com. First one to VR is low and in the dirt with a changeup. 1 ball and no strikes. It sounds like that Sunday game, Robin Yount bobblehead giveaway day, starting to fill up fast. 1 ball, no strikes. Biagini deals. And VR taking all the way, takes a strike. 1-1. 2-0 Toronto. 2 second-inning runs against Jimmy Nelson. 1-1 on VR. Had 3 hits in the finale on Sunday against the Cubs, and he rifles 1 to second base. Up with it is Devin Travis. He throws on to first, and it's 3 straight groundouts by the crew in the bottom of the third. They go in order. Let's head to the 4th for Miller Park. It's 2-0 Toronto.
National Car Rental presents a control enthusiast guide to baseball. 10,000 kittens, a gypsy woman, and a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. All things that are hard to control. Renting at National is not, because National lets you bypass the counter and choose any car in the aisle. So you're in control. And isn't that just the best thing to be in? Go National. Go like a pro.
Subject to availability and other restrictions. Requires enrollment in the complimentary Emerald Club.
For over 75 years, they've known tires and you've known Pops. Now with over 80 locations to serve you. They've been selling and servicing tires on everything from your wheelbarrow to the largest earth movers. Visit one of their service locations for all of your automotive and service needs. Their technicians are ASC certified in alignment, suspension, brakes, and much more. Stop in or visit them on the web at popstire.com. For over 75 years, they've called Wisconsin home. And as they say at Pops, we know tires. And isn't it about time you should know Pops?
Covering the bases has a literal meaning in baseball, but at Quick Trip, it means providing everything you need for your Brewers tailgate or weekend family cookout. From fresh burgers, brats, and chicken to buns, beers, soda, chips, charcoal, salads, cookies, and more. Get the point? Quick Trip has you covered. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, and proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Quick Trip. See you next time.
Back to work in this 4th inning. It's a 2-0 Toronto lead. Schneider, an industry-leading trucking company, asks you to drive safe. Remember, if you're behind a semi and can't see their mirrors, they can't see you. Safety first and always. Schneider. Russell Martin to lead it off for Toronto. Base hit to right field. And a run scored in that 2-run second inning as Nelson misses a little high. Ball 1. Nelson with that slightly erratic second inning. Nice bounce back third. His windup and 1-ball pitch to Martin. Hit foul and off the netting. And it's 1-1. Russell Martin just recently off the disabled list. A couple of games, was activated on the 20th of May. He's gone 3 out of 9 since. That includes his base hit back in the second. 1-1 coming back. Swinging a bouncer hit towards third. It's a fair ball. Shaw has it. Slings it across the diamond. Thames off the bag, but he applies the tag on Russell Martin. 1 up and 1 down. 7 in a row set down by Jimmy. Chris Coughlin, the batter, he drew a walk in the second. Fans, start your summer off right at Brewers Big Gig Tailgate. That's presented by Miller Lite. It's happening this Thursday against the D-backs. Enjoy a pregame tailgate featuring local band Chasin' Mason. Plus, get a koozie, 2 complimentary beers, and a Summerfest ticket. Sounds like a heck of a party. First pitch to Coughlin. Misses up and away with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Couple of beverages, a koozie to keep them cool, and Summerfest tickets. 1-0 on the left-handed hitting Coughlin. The pitch hit foul and out of play. Up and into the third deck here at Miller Park. Good crowd on hand tonight. First game of this 6-game homestand. Toronto for 2, and then the Diamondbacks for 4. D-backs playing good baseball. 27-19, second place in the West. Couple behind the Rockies. 1-1 to Coughlin. Missed just slightly off the outside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Arizona at home against the White Sox. They got a nice outing from Zach Greinke yesterday. 8 2/3, nearly complete game. A 2-1 is a strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers will probably see Zach Greinke over the weekend. 2-2 and coming back. Tapper foul on deck circle, first base side. Coughlin hangs in there against Jimmy Nelson. Coughlin has seen Nelson more than anybody in this Blue Jays lineup. Coughlin, of course, time with Oakland and Chicago last year. Been with the Cubs the last couple of years. Pivotal piece off the bench. And now with Toronto. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson shakes a couple of times. Now Coughlin steps out. Probably a couple of weeks ago now. Probably have seen the highlight, but Coughlin and the Blue Jays were playing in St. Louis against the Cardinals, and he jumped over Yadier Molina at home plate. 2-2 is down and in. Good pitch from Jimmy Nelson. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Coughlin took off right around the rim of the catcher's circle. Yadier Molina was fielding a throw from the outfielder, and Coughlin only had 1 place to go, and that was airborne. Jumped over Molina and landed on home plate safe. Coughlin fouls one back, and it's 3-2. If any of you have seen the movie Major League 2, Willie Mays Hayes jumping over Jack Parkman. Don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through. That's the line. Hayes jumps over the top, scores. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nelson deals again. Ground ball to second base. VR has it on the lip of the outfield grass. Flips over to first base, and Coughlin is out. 8 in a row for Jimmy Nelson. Fans, this Sunday, just like every Sunday at Miller Park, kids eat free. All season long, kids 14 and under will enjoy a free lunch at every Sunday home game. It's compliments of Pick and Save and Blue Bunny. To learn more, visit Brewers.com. Ryan Goins, the batter. RBI single to left back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter waits, and Nelson throws one back to the backstop. 1 ball to no strikes. Goins at base hit, rather monumental for him. Had just 5 hits over his last 34 at-bats in his last 10. Average was at 191 entering play today. The 1-0 pitch, chopper hit towards first and foul. Right at the first base coach of Toronto. Blue Jays with a 2-0 lead, top of the 4th. Game 1 of this brief 2-game series. The Crew taking both north of the border at the Rogers Center. First road trip of the year. Nelson's 1-1 and coming back. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. It was a very good road trip for the Brewers. Ended up 6-3 on that 9-game 3-city trip. Cincinnati and Chicago followed Toronto. Brewers have been a very good road team. 13-8. 2-1 pitch on its way. Fastball strike outside corner, 2-2. Had a nice homestand, 2 of 3 they took from Boston, and sweeping the New York Mets 5-1, and that got the Brewers over 500 at home. They're 12-11 coming into play tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson cranks it up and deals. Misses up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Goins out of the batter's box. Now digs back in as Nelson has his sign. And the payoff pitch. Hit in the air right center. That's going to plug an alley and go all the way to the wall on a couple of bounces. Goins rounds first. He's into second base with a 2-out double. Jimmy Nelson had retired 8 in a row. Couldn't get that 9th. First extra base hit of the game for Toronto. And Joe Biagini, RBI ground out in the second, will be the hitter. Biagini in his second year with the Blue Jays. First pitch from Jimmy Nelson on its way. And it's a strike down the middle. It's 0-1. He was originally a member of the Giants organization. And there was only one stop within the Giants organization in which Biagini played that he had to hit. That was with the Richmond Flying Squirrels back in 2015. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Very late on that sinking fastball, and it's 0-2. He was 2 out of 20 as a hitter back in 2015. Rule 5 pick by the Blue Jays that winter. Was a key member of their bullpen last year. The 0-2. Right down the middle, but called a ball. Maybe just slightly low from the tall Joe Biagini. Stands at 6'5". One and 2, and Nelson delivers. Bouncer hit out in front of home plate. It's a fair ball. Pena barehands it, tags Biagini, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left for Toronto. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Thames, Braun, and Shaw scheduled. It's 2-0 Toronto.
Lincoln Contractor Supply in Fabic Rents. The Cat Rental Store. 2 names Wisconsin contractors know and trust for tools and equipment, sales and rentals. Your coverage from Cat skid steer loaders, aerial equipment and work tools to job tools and supplies. Husqvarna Construction Products. The world leader in handheld power cutters. See the full Husqvarna line at Lincoln today. And don't forget replacement filters and belts. Lincoln Contractor Supply at Fabic Rents. The Cat Rental Store. Working side by side, serving Wisconsin contractors with 9 statewide Alliance locations.
Hi, I'm Wisconsin Tourism Secretary Stephanie Klett. A summer vacation in Wisconsin is a chance to unwind and escape from the day-to-day, to recharge your batteries without plugging in a power cord. So skip the texts, tweets, and posts and spend some quality FaceTime with the family. After all, when you're on vacation with everyone you really want to talk to, who needs a cell phone? Discover phone-free fun and more at travelwisconsin.com.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts.
Alex Guthrie is a street musician who dreams of his music being heard by millions. American Family Insurance is making that happen.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Find your champion at amfam.com. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, American Family Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
What do you do when good isn't good enough? You upgrade. Or when you're ready to go from great to awesome, upgrade. If your energy drink isn't getting it done or you're just ready for more, upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Apple Pie. Drink it in seconds, feel it in minutes, last for hours. Try it once and you'll know why they say upgrade to awesome, upgrade to Extra Strength. Official sponsor of the 2017 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. For more information, see 5hourenergy.com.
For every Brewer stolen base, they bag another donation for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Wisconsin. That's courtesy of Delta Dental. 2-0 Toronto, bottom of the 4th inning. Heart of the order due up for the Crew, starting with Eric Thames against Joe Biagini in the 4th. First pitch on its way to Thames. Curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Thames with the lone hit for the Crew. Base hit back up the middle in the 1st inning. Maybe second time through, the Brewers going to get a better look at what Biagini's got. Second career appearance for Biagini. Delivery misses down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second career appearance against the Brewers. Pitched an inning of relief up at the Rogers Center in Toronto earlier this year. One to Thames. Hit in the air, deep into left field. Backing up, and with room is Coughlin. He's got it just onto the warning track for out number 1. Maybe just slightly off the end for Eric Thames. A 2-seam fastball. Thames just a touch off the end. Nearly had home run number 14 instead of deep fly out to left. Now it's Braun. Biagini does not surrender a lot of home runs to begin with. Just 2 this year, 3 a season ago in 67 2/3 innings out of the bullpen. Doesn't walk a lot of batters either. 24 in his career. Pitch to Braun. And it's a strike on the outside corner. 92-mile-an-hour two-seamer. Braun hit a rocket right at Kendrys Morales over at first base. When is a ground out, moved Thames into scoring position. Brewers stranded him there. The 0-1 check swing. They will not appeal. A late appeal now, and Mike Winters says no. 1 ball, 1 strike on Braun. Second game back off the disabled list. Looking for his first hit. 0 for 6 since returning to the Brewers lineup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Biagini, always from the stretch, delivers. Curveball for a strike. And it's 1-2. Biagini, 4-pitch mix. Fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball. Big right-hander sets and is 1-2. Low and away. That was the cutter. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Braun. Braun coming into this game with 7 homers and 19 driven in. Now average at 270. Trying to get on for the Crew. Benches 1 base runner since the first. 2-2 coming back. Chopper fouled off of Braun's front foot. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Badger Mutual Insurance, the heart of your insurance protection for your auto, home, and business. Protect what matters most with people you can trust. Badger Mutual Insurance. Two 2-0 Toronto, bottom of the 4th inning. Biagini delivers to Braun. Fastball a little bit low. Martin trying to frame it up for his big right-hander. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Travis Shaw waiting on deck. Shaw's got the most experience of anybody against Biagini. 3-2. And the pitch. Curveball off the outside corner, and Braun draws a walk. Second walk issued by Biagini. Mentioned he doesn't walk a lot of batters. Walked 2 against the Braves his last time out, en route to giving up 6 runs in 4 innings of work. And all 6 of those runs scored in the first against him. And the 2 walks matching a season high. A man on for Travis Shaw. Lifetime, 1 out of 8. The pitch, swing and a foul off on the left side. Good cut on that fastball, and it's 0-1. 1 out of 8 against Biagini for the Brewers' third baseman. Shaw on an 11-game hitting streak. Hit a 2-run home run in the 9th inning of Sunday's game in Chicago. His 9th. Biagini deals. Shaw hits one the other way, foul, and he's down in the count, 0-2 against Joe Biagini. Shaw trying to get Jimmy Nelson some run support. 2 strikes on him. And here it is. Curveball down low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Shaw. Biagini at 51 pitches. In pretty good shape. Pitching in the bottom of the 4th. Slightly open stance for Shaw. 1-2 and coming back. Hit fouled again, third base side. Throw him a changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fans, you can get a free Brewers shirt this Friday as the Crew and the Diamondbacks face off at 7 o'clock. First 20,000 fans in attendance will receive a 3/4 sleeve Barrelman shirt. That's courtesy of Blue Jay Solutions. 3/4 sleeve. 1-2 pitch. Shaw took it high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There was some debate whether to call that a t-shirt or just a shirt, since it's 3/4. Someone told me if it doesn't have a collar, it's a t-shirt. I don't know if I'd buy that. Short sleeve. That's 3/4. It's a cool shirt. Come on out. First 20,000, get them. 2-2 pitch. And a called third strike. Cutter off on the inside edge. And Shaw is down on strikes for a second time in this game. Pretty good pitch by Biagini. And Shaw just froze. Third strikeout for the right-hander for Toronto. Domingo Santana will get a crack. He walked back in the 2nd. Braun aboard at first. Biagini deals. That's a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Santana hasn't played since Friday. Of course, the postponement on Saturday. Santana was not in the lineup on Sunday. Was 1 out of 3 with a 2-run single in Friday's game in Chicago. 1 strike pitch. Bouncer hit towards third. It's a fair ball, gloved by Bautista. Throws it across the diamond in time, and Santana is the final out of the 4th. No runs, no hits, a man left for the Crew. We head to the 5th inning in Milwaukee. Toronto with a 2-0 lead.
I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you money on healthy snacking. Huge 9-ounce bags of Boom Chicka Pop, $3.99. And huge 14-ounce bags of Pirates Booty, $4.99. Caramba, are these cheap. Boom Chicka Pop, $3.99. And Pirates Booty, $4.99. I love this stuff. Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned. It's
What's on Tap brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. It's Miller time. Get your suits and shields ready for Marvel's Superheroes Day, presented by Quick Trip. On Saturday, June 3rd against the Dodgers, fans who purchase the special ticket package will get a limited edition Brewers Iron Man bobblehead. Visit brewers.com/theme nights for more details. Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Behind every wheel of Sartori cheese, there's a person, a farmer, a cheesemaker, an artisan. Childhood cancer is no different. Every disease and disorder has a face, family, and a friend it touches. That's why Sartori, a family-owned company known for crafting award-winning Wisconsin cheese, has decided to team up again with the Mac Fund to help try to end childhood cancer. Together, everyone can continue towards a cure. Join Sartori Cheese in this great cause by donating to macfund.org today. Every penny counts. Every donation matters.
It's 2-0 Toronto as we play the top of the 5th inning for Miller Park. And back with the play-by-play action, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Top of the order now, Kevin Pillar to lead things off for Toronto. 2-0 Blue Jay lead. Baseball being brought to you in part by Usingers. Get it all together with a Usingers brat. Pretzella's soft pretzel bun, your favorite condiment to go along with it. How can you go wrong? Brewers baseball and Usingers. It's been that way for a long, long time. A swing and a miss by Pillar, and it's 0-1. It's a taste of Wisconsin, that's what it is. Jimmy Nelson winds again. Here it is, and Pillar sends one in the air. This is playable into right center, and it is going to be Hernan Perez. 1 up and 1 down. Ezekiel Carrera coming up now. Bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out. 2-0 Toronto. They own the hit column 6-1. Carrera at 281 now, and trying to bunt up along third. It's foul, and it's 0-1. Blue Jays head home following tomorrow afternoon's game. It's a 12-10 start tomorrow, folks. Be looking for you out here. Crowd tonight, not all that bad. Should be in that 25 to 25,000 range. 1 strike on Carrera. Now the pitch by Jimmy Nelson. Check swing and a strike. 0-2 on a good fastball. Jays had the day off. Now the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1 and strike 2. 2 scheduled days off following their series in Baltimore. And then following a 2-game series here, they have another day off. Heading back to Canada. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. High outside fastball, and Carrera went after it. Here is Jose Bautista. Jeff and I were talking about that earlier, these 2-game series. You know, when you need days off later in the season, that's when you can really use them. Clubs start to get a little tired. It's a long year. 162 games plus the playoffs and everything else. But prior to that, you know, on the pitch, line to left, that's a base hit for Bautista. Second hit for him tonight. 2-out single, and here is Kendrys Morales. But yeah, you get into July and August, September, when, you know, you're making a run, or those teams that have a shot to make a run, that's when you can use a day off once in a while. Earlier in the season, heck, you're still in spring training. Plenty of time off.
Kind of nice. The Brewers' schedule this year is very front-loaded. 9 off days in the second half for the crew.
That's what I'm talking about. Those are the ones that really mean a lot. Now the pitch, Morales took down low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. I mean, days off are always nice. What's the rule? 19 days? Every 19 you got to have a day off? I think so. 20 is it, Kent? Okay. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch in tight on Morales. 2-0 now. But I don't know. You come out of spring training, you're not playing every day there anyway. So, you know, the top half of the season, I don't think guys are tired then. But following the All-Star break, and, you know, the clubs that are going to make the run, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Morales. 2 balls and a strike. But for everybody, I mean, every 20 days, it's nice to have a day off. And not that the baseball schedule is bad by any means. I mean, people would say, well, you got 6 months off. You got a lot of time off in the winter. Well, but yeah, you do. But when you're playing, when you're in the middle of a baseball schedule and you're swinging a drive to center, this is trouble. And it is going to be gone for Morales. Kendrys Morales just hit a 2-run shot off Jimmy Nelson. Big 2-out home run for Morales. That's his 8th of the year, and no doubt about that one. Blue Jays get home run number 54 on the year, and they now lead 4-0. Devon Travis is the batter now. But yeah, the front part of the season, you're ready to go. You're not tired. Pitchers get tired once in a while, depending on inside breaking ball missed, depending on how much you're used. Talking about a bullpen guy. Now the starters, you ought to be okay. You ought to be okay All-Star break and after that. Starters today don't work. Swinging a foul back. They don't work as much as they used to. Before we continue, 10 for identification on the Brewers Radio Network.
No account to create, no charge card to enter. Just the best local news coverage, fast and free every day at WCLO.com. From WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Back with you once again from Miller Park. Jimmy Nelson deals again. That one drops down low and inside, and it's 2-1. But, starting pitchers, they don't work as long as they used to in years past. Everything years ago was predicated on innings pitched for starters, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But today, quality starts are 6 innings. Maybe less. Then it's all bullpen stuff. So those instances where you're going to use pitching down low and away, he missed, to an excess. Well, I understand the day off then being very important. But that's all in the second half. 3-2 pitch coming. The kick, here it is. Swinging and a fly ball into right in that corner, and Santana's going to watch that one. Reach the seats. Still 3-2.
Remember last year, it seemed like the Brewers had a ton of off days early, June, July, and then the off days very rarely came in August, September when you really needed it.
Yeah, exactly. And, not that anybody's moaning and groaning about a day off, but you know what? When you play 20 games in a row, it's not only the pitch now, swinging a fly ball, foul again. It's not only what you're doing baseball-wise. It's the traveling and, you know, riding across the country. Not that it's bad. It's a great way to travel, and it's a great way to make a living. But you do, after a while, you know, a day off every 20 days is very welcome. And a strike on a breaking ball to end the inning. Got Travis looking. But Toronto gets two more. Big two-out home run by Morales. Nobody left. And at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it's now 4-0 Blue Jays.
The last word that comes to mind when you're in an auto accident is relax. But at CarStar, our slogan is true. Relax. We'll take it from here. This is Mike of City CarStar in Janesville. When you get in an accident, just call CarStar. We'll kick into gear immediately. Contact your insurance company and get the ball rolling on returning your vehicle to just like brand new as soon as possible. Just call CarStar.
CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
How's your schedule looking this week? Could you find a spare hour? I mean, come on, it's not going to cost you anything. All I'm asking is for you to get a second opinion on your finances. You probably started a retirement account years ago, inherited some money since then, gotten married or divorced, switched jobs. Change happens, so get a second opinion. It's only an hour of your time, but what you learn could be significant. Don't take it from me, though. Take it from the pros at Uncommon Sense Investing.
Thanks, Tim. We hear it all the time. I wish we called sooner, or I had no idea. At Uncommon Sense Investing, we don't judge how much or little you know. We simply educate, offer investment advice, and help you plan for a better financial future. It's only 1 hour of your time. I'm John Berkeley with Uncommon Sense Investing. Give me a call today.
Securities and advisory services are offered through SII Investments, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC, and a registered investment advisor. SII Investments and Uncommon Sense Investing are separate companies.
No account to create, no charge card to enter, just the best local news coverage from the WCLO newsroom. Fast and free every day at WCLO.com. Be in the know wherever you go with WCLO Janesville Beloit.
Bottom half of inning number 5 with Hernan Perez to lead things off for the Crew. It's 4-0 Toronto. But to finish up our little chat about days off and warranted days off, now in the month of August, the Brewers have 4 scheduled days off. And that, I mean, it's welcome at that time. But then again, when you look at the way they're scheduled for the Crew, sometimes when you're running hot, you don't want days off. And it works the other way. Now the pitch, that one in there, strike one on Perez.
And only one of those is at home.
Yeah, the others are on the road, right?
Right.
One strike on Hernan Perez. Riagini ready and deals again. Line to left. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hernan Perez with a solid single to lead things off here in the 5th inning. Manny Pena coming up now. But yeah, there's other times when you don't want days off. When they come at a time when the club is running hot, you're really playing good, then you get a day off to interrupt everything, and you don't. I guess maybe they're better off at home. If you have it at home where you can, you're at home, you can relax, hang around. You don't have to order room service. You don't have to go out to eat. You don't have to do anything except hang around. But yeah, it's I liked them. Not that I needed days off that much. The team, they gave me days off when we were playing. Swinging a foul by Pena. But no, there's a lot of guys that, welcome a day off. And just to get away from everything and get away from media, get away from everything. Just kind of kick back and relax.
Craig likes to call those the pick your own friends days.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, too. You're right. One strike on Manny Pena. Riagini. Here he comes again, and Pena took a little bit high, and it's ball 1 and strike 1. I don't think anybody is moaning and groaning about, the way you make a living, playing baseball or sports in general. If that's the way you make a living, it's a great way. 1-1 pitch coming. Here it is. Pena base it up the middle. 2 on and nobody out here. Manny Pena, solid single to center. Orlando Arcia coming up now. Brewers have something going in the 5th. 2 on and nobody out. Had only 1 hit. That was way back in the opening inning. Up until the 5th, back-to-back now from Perez and Pena. Arcia bounced out his first time. From the stretch. The right-hander deals, and he dropped a bender in there at the knees. Strike 1 called and a dandy. Baseball brought to you in part by Henry's Hard Soda, an adult beverage available in orange, ginger ale, cherry cola, and new grape. Henry's Hard Soda, live hardish. 1 strike. Arcia waiting. Here it is. Curve just missed off the inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Arcia in there at 229 with 4 home runs and 16 driven in. The stretch. Here he comes again. A swing and a miss. Fastball that time. Ball 1 and strike 2 now on the Brewers shortstop. Two on and nobody out. 4-0. Toronto has the lead. Now Briagini backs off. We'll take a new sign from Russell Martin. Now he sets. Here it is, and Arcia bouncer up the middle, base hit to center. Hernan Perez around third. He's going to score, and the Brewers are on the board. Run-scoring base hit by Orlando Arcia. Hit that one right back up through the middle. And Jesus Aguilar is coming on as a pinch batter for Jimmy Nelson. Arcia picks up his 17th RBI on the year. Rob Scahill is up in the Brewers bullpen. Jimmy Nelson works 5 innings tonight. 8 hits, 4 runs against the Brewers right-hander. Here is Jesus Aguilar in there now. A run in, 2 on, and still nobody out. .292 for Jesus in tie to ball, and it's 1-0. Aguilar 5 out of 19 as a pinch batter with a home run. From the stretch. Here it is. Check swing and a fastball high. 2-0 now. Three base hits in a row. Perez, Pena, Arcia. Now it's 2-0 on Jesus Aguilar. Briagini. Here it is. It's on the outside corner. Fastball at 92. 2 balls on a strike. Aguilar has driven in 14. Shading to hit towards right. Big gap in left center field. And now time called. Aguilar stepping out momentarily. The stretch for the 2-1 delivery. Here it is. Aguilar bounces foul to the Toronto dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was an off-speed pitch. Jesus got out in front of it a little bit. Ball 2, strike 2. New sign from Russell Martin. Biagini. Ready again. Here it is, and that's a swing and a bouncer. Hit slowly towards short. The play by Goins is going to be in time. Heck of a play there on a barehanded pickup to throw out Aguilar. So Biagini gets 1 down. Runners move to second and third, though. Heck of a play by Ryan Goins. Barehanded pickup, and he threw in the same motion to take care of Aguilar. All right, top of the order now. Jonathan Villar. Villar tonight has struck out and bounced out. Blue Jays infield is playing back. Biagini ready again. And coming to Villar, he dropped one on the outside corner, strike 1. Villar in there, 3rd time tonight at 217. Here's the pitch to him. Check swing and a sinker down low and away. Even now at 1-1. Biagini in that 92 range, 93. Little sinker and a cutter. Bautista wide of third. About 15 feet off the bag there. 1-1 delivery. For Villar, here it is. Swinging a bouncer, hit to right, a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. And it is now a 4-3 game. Jonathan Villar hit one into right field. Down by 1 now with Villar aboard. RBIs numbers 23 and 24 for Villar. All right. Eric Thames is in there. A single and a fly ball for Thames thus far. Villar, pretty good lead, draws a throw, and he's back in time. Four, 3 Blue Jays. At base hit by Villar, number 5 in the game for the Crew. He's running. The pitch is down low, and Russell Martin's throw is late. Villar with another Delta Dental stolen base. Tying run at second base now. Russell Martin to the mound for a quick chat. with Biagini. 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers have 2 in scoring position. BR at second, Eric Thames at home plate. Down by 1 here in the 5th inning. Working from the stretch for Eric Thames. Here it is, and he missed down low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Thames at 309. Sitting on 13 home runs, 26 driven in. For the 2-0 pitch. Here it is. It's down low and away, and it's 3-0 now. 3 balls, no strikes. Blue Jays have stranded 4. Brewers have left 3 in the game thus far. Well, what do you think? 3-0, let them go? Russell Martin sitting down low and away. The pitch. Taking all the way, and he walked him. And that is going to be it for Joe Biagini tonight. The U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. With U.S. Cellular, you can post, text, and stream from the middle of anywhere. We'll be back after this on the Brewers Radio Network. We're in the 5th inning. Brewers have 3 in, 2 on and 1 out. It's 4-3 Blue Jays.
So, I was going to get a new Samsung Galaxy S8 and treat myself, and then US Cellular was all, Brad, just switch and get it for free. And I was like, for free? And they were like, for free. And I was like, dang, US Cellular, you are awesome and have coverage where I need it. And they were like, enjoy your free Samsung GS8, Brad. And I was like, please, call me B-Rad. Get your free Samsung Galaxy S8 when you switch to US Cellular.
Via trailing credits, 30-month retail installment contract, device protection plus, and qualifying turn-in required. Additional restrictions apply. See store or uscellular.com for details.
At Sartori Cheese, every award-winning handcrafted cheese wheel begins and ends with a Wisconsin master cheesemaker, ensuring the highest standards of quality and artistry. Like Sartori Cheese's dedication to making the best cheese, the MAC Fund is committed to funding the best research for the children and families facing childhood cancer. Every donation helps the MAC Fund support the finest researchers and doctors who provide world-class care. Join Sartori Cheese and the MAC Fund in the pursuit of the cutting-edge research to help defeat childhood cancer by donating to macfund.org.
Hi, I'm Wisconsin Tourism Secretary Stephanie Klett. For many people, summertime means one thing: the annual family vacation to Wisconsin. Just like the Thompson family, they've been gathering at the same relaxing lakeside resort for nearly 60 years. Their tradition includes trying to sink the raft anchored in the middle of the lake. But most importantly, they spend time together, making incredible memories. To start your own tradition, visit travelwisconsin.com.
Danny Barnes is the new pitcher for the Blue Jays. And Ryan Braun will be the first man to face him. 2 are on with 1 out and 3 runs are in. Ryan Braun tonight has bounced out and walked. Tying run at second, lead run in the game is aboard at first. Danny Barnes, a right-hander. Here he comes for Ryan Braun, and he missed upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers with a chance here to grab the lead. Barnes appearing in his 14th game for Toronto. Yet to win, he's lost a couple. Here it is, runners go, and the throw to third base is going to be late. Russell Martin threw that one right on the bag. Bautista was there, but it's a stolen base. VR and Eric Thames. VR number 11. Thames gets his 10th. Couple of more. Delta Dental, stolen bases. Danny Barnes on in relief of Joe Biagini. All set to work. Here it is. Braun took one. Good for a strike. Change of pace that time. Down about knee-high. Ryan Braun checking with Marty Foster on that one. That was borderline, but not bad. 2-1 delivery for Ryan Braun. Here it is. Swinging a foul. Right back off speed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Travis Shaw due next. 4 hits in the inning for the Crew. Barnes, here it is. In tight on Braun. Fastball at about 90. Sinker just off the inside corner. It's a full count on Ryan Braun, 3-2. Runners are at second and third, only one man out. Braun pumping that bat. Now sets. Barnes ready. Here it is. Braun struck out swinging. He got him on a high fastball. Big strikeout for Danny Barnes. Now Travis Shaw. Domingo Santana will follow. Travis Shaw tonight has struck out twice. All right. Barnes will work to him. Carlos Torres is up in the Brewers bullpen along with Rob Scahill. Now the pitch. Travis Shaw took a strike on the inside corner out. It's 0-1 on him. Big opportunity for the Crew here. Second and third now with 2 outs though. See if Shaw can deliver here. The target up by Martin, the pitch. Swinging a pop fly foul. He fooled him. Change of pace that time around the outside corner, and Shaw tried to punch it to left field. 0-2 on Travis Shaw. Barnes trying to end it here. 2-strike delivery. Here it is. Struck him out swinging. Went to a high fastball and takes care of business. Back-to-back strikeouts. Well, the Brewers get on the board, though. They get 3. 6th inning is coming up. It's 4-3 Toronto.
If you're a Banjo Mutual Insurance auto policy holder, you're in luck. And if you're not, you'll want to be. Why? Because Banjo Mutual's auto policy coverage just got better with its new Trust Auto program. For nearly 130 years, Banjo Mutual has been the heart of your insurance protection. And now they're offering even broader coverage at their lowest rates, all with the same superior level of customer care. Ask your independent agent about the Trust Auto program or visit BanjoMutual.com.
On game day, you don't have to look far for a great tasting light beer. It's brewed right down the street. Miller Lite, the official beer of the Milwaukee Brewers. always brewed for more taste. Miller Lite. Hold true. Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Red's Apple Ale. It's a refreshing beer, plus the crisp taste of apples. Good on their own, but together, even better. Like festivals and live music. Rock bands and pyrotechnics. Or hip-hop and auto-tune. Refreshing beer plus the crisp taste of apples. Good on their own, but together, great. Red's Apple Ale. Together, we beer. Beer with natural flavors. With great beer comes great responsibility. Red's Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
For the Crew here in the 6th inning. Russell Martin, the catcher, will lead things off. 4-3, Toronto has the lead. Crew right back in it. Brief 2-game series against Toronto. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are coming in. Big 4-game weekend series. Diamondbacks right in there, playing well. All right, Russell Martin, the catcher, is in there. Rob Scahill all set to work. Here it is, and it's a check swing strike anyway. Scahill in his 7th game on the year. 1-1, lost 1. Now the pitch. Martin took one high and tight. Even now at a ball and a strike. Scahill, 10-plus innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, only 4 earned. New sign, Manny Pena. Target up, here he comes, and Russell Martin got nicked by a pitch that time. That was a high inside fastball, just did graze Russell Martin. And he's on, hit by a pitch. Chris Coughlin coming up now. Coughlin tonight has walked and bounced out. Leadoff man aboard. From the stretch. Here it is, and he missed high and away. 1-0. Coughlin, .203 batting average, with a home run and 5 driven in. Left-handed batter waiting in the pitch to him. Check swing and a ball low and inside. 2-0 on Chris Coughlin. Colorado Rockies playing in Philadelphia, leading that game 8-1. It's late, 8th inning. How about Colorado and Arizona? There's a strike on the outside corner. Nobody was talking too much about those clubs during the Cactus League campaign anyway. Both got off to good starts. Two and one. Scahill ready again. Here it is. Coughlin hit it foul against the netting. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Brewers saw Colorado to open up the 2017 season, and the bullpen is what stood out so much. They've been terrific.
Really big time. Absolutely. How about in Arizona, Jeff? We got to see the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Mm-hmm. Nobody was talking very much about them. I think the main topic for the Arizona Diamondbacks was, did they make a big mistake Swing and a bouncer, hit to Eric Thames, to second for one, and the return throw, yes! For a double play, 3-6-3. Perfect throw from Eric Thames with Arcia coming across the bag, and he fired a rocket to first to double up. Chris Coughlin, 2 men are out, and the batter is Ryan Goins. But everybody was talking about Zach Greinke. Did the Diamondbacks spend too much money, and is he going to be able to pitch to, the capabilities that everybody was knowing that Zach Greinke could pitch? And he is. He's not throwing maybe as hard, but he's back, and he's feeling well, and the Diamondbacks, swinging a bouncer, hit up along first, but foul. I think the Diamondbacks, he's a big part of the Diamondbacks, not so much because he's a big-time pitcher. I'm just talking about his presence with the club. Really, he's one of those kind of guys.
No doubt about it. He owns that clubhouse now. 8 2/3 yesterday. Almost got a complete game.
I'm telling you, he's back, and that's what everybody was talking about this spring, folks. Did the Diamondbacks really make a big mistake on Zach Greinke last year with that huge contract? And he had a bad year. Swinging a bouncer, hit towards right, gobbled up by VR, and the throw in plenty of time to end the inning. Talk more when we come back. 5.5 are completed. Remains 4-3 Toronto.
The clock is running and the countdown to summer grilling season has begun. And here's Karen from Festival Foods. And I know she's promising to bring us sunny weather every weekend, right, Karen?
Well, I can't make that promise, but I can tell you that Festival Foods will help you prepare and really enjoy great grilling all summer long.
You know, it seems there's always something new and fun to try out at Festival.
And it's in every department. You can try grilling kebabs or our new bakery artisan buns, lots of new ways to serve melons, even refreshing new cocktail ideas from our wine and spirits team. Look for ideas and details coming soon and all summer long.
Festival really prides itself on being more than just a grocery store, right?
Well, that's right. We want people to enjoy grocery shopping. So we offer a supervised hotspot for kids. We've got our mealtime mentor registered dietitians and so many of the little things that make your life easier during a busy summer.
Yeah, and starting this week, pick up the exciting Summertime Headquarters free in-store flyer packed with great ideas. Thanks, Karen. Festival Foods, it's the little things.
Kubota's Orange Opportunity Sales Event is going on now. Take on all kinds of jobs around your property with a Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. The Kubota BX is gentle on turf, but has the power and versatility to handle a wide range of garden and yard chores. Now get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months. Now through May 31st, 2017. Call toll free 1-800-794-4992 for details about cost and terms.
Kubota. Value, efficiency, and performance. Find a Kubota dealer near you at WisconsinKubotaDealers.com.
Anyone can read the news. So if you're looking for reporters who hit the streets every day, you want the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association's best medium market news operation in the state. WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Brewers half of the sixth inning is on us. 4-3. Toronto has the lead. Yeah, talking about that Arizona club this spring and the big talk about Greinke and A.J. Pollock back from the start, from the get-go. Diamondbacks got off to a good start, playing well, and Greinke's a big part of it. And again, I know he's not throwing as hard as he did a couple of years back, but that guy can pitch. And he can hit, too. Domingo Santana will lead things off against Danny Barnes. And the opening pitch in the Brewers sixth rides down low and away, and it's ball one. And the Diamondbacks think they can make a run. Colorado does, too. Santana took inside. It's 2-0. It's the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Carol Novak from South Milwaukee is our contestant. And the pitch down low on the outside corner is strike, and it's 2-1. $350 in our jackpot tonight for a home run. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a foul back. 2-2 now on Santana. Each additional home run worth another 100. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. And the pitch. Got him looking. No argument from Santana on that one. That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Danny Barnes. Hernan Perez coming up now. Has lined to short, singled, and has also scored a run. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter our contest. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. From the windup, here comes Danny Barnes, and he's in and over a fastball strike, 0-1. From the windup, here he comes again, and that one's hit in the air. Perez got under it. It's playable and going to be caught. Kevin Pillar. 2 up, 2 down. Manny Pena coming up now. Pena tonight has bounced into a double play and single to Sutter. (4-3), Blue Jays have the lead. Danny Barnes deals, and Manny Pena took one too low. On in relief of Joe Biagini. Worked 4 1/3 tonight. 5 hits, 3 runs. All were earned, giving way to Danny Barnes. And the pitch. That one's high off the outside. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pena waiting, here it is. Swinging, and a fly ball hit to the right field corner. This one is going to be out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Manny. Brewers tonight playing in game number 45 on the year. (25-19) top the Central. Cardinals at 22-19 coming in tonight. Cubs at 22-21. 2 balls on a strike. Now the pitch. Hanging breaking ball. It's 3-1. Cardinals are out in Los Angeles tonight. 3 balls on a strike. Here he comes again, and Manny Pena lines one to a diving stab at third by Bautista. Caught it on a short hop and threw out Pena. Nice play by Bautista again. 3 up and 3 down. The 7th inning is coming up. It's still 4-3. Toronto.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to fight fun.
Done and done.
Got me a Powerball ticket, and it's $2 to have one in my hand.
That's less than a hot dog.
So I'll recruit for my numbers. Oh man, I hope they get called.
Don't we all?
For it's up, up, up and away. It's a Powerball.
$2 Powerball from the Wisconsin Lottery. With a minimum jackpot of $40 million and drawings every Wednesday and Saturday night, it'll leave you singing.
Up, up, up and away. It's a Powerball. Play ball.
Odds of winning jackpot 1 in 292,201,338. $1 million 1 in 11,688,054. $50,000 1 in 913,130. $100 1 in 10,377. $7 1 in 318. $4 1 in 28. Odds based on 1 play for $2.
This fan update is brought to you by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Hit the jackpot with another exciting Brewers promotion. On Sunday, May 28th, the Brewers host the D-backs, and all fans will receive a bobblehead of Robin Yount riding a motorcycle, courtesy of U.S. Cellular. It's modeled after the kids' famous ride around the Warning Track during the 1982 AL Championship Parade. Stay tuned for other odds-on favorites. Brewers Baseball, presented by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino.
It's a 4-3 game as the Blue Jays come to bat here in the top half of inning number 7. And stepping back in to call it for you once again, here's Jeff Levering.
All right, thanks, Uke. We'll have a pinch hitter to start. Anthony Alford will come off the bench and hit against Rob Scahill, who will go into his second inning of work. Alford, 0-for-6 with a couple of strikeouts this year. He's playing in his 4th ball game. Right-handed hitter all the way against Rob Scahill. Carlos Torres had been loosening for the Brewers. He still is keeping loose out there in the Brewers bullpen, just in case Scahill runs into any problems. Hoping to get through this top of the 7th. Pitcher spot due up second in the bottom half as Scahill gets ready, and his first pitch to Alford is a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Alford is 22 years old, a 3rd-round pick of the Blue Jays back in 2012. The 0-1 pitch hit in the air to center. Hit well. Backing up on it is Perez. He looks up and it's off the top of the fence. Throw goes into second base. Nobody covering. Alford's in with a double. First major league hit for Anthony Alford, and it comes as a double to lead off the top of the 7th inning against Rob Scahill. Came all the way up from Double-A New Hampshire, where he was hitting .325. Made his major league debut back on the 19th of May. Got a fastball up and hit it off the center field fence. First big league knock for Alford. Leadoff double. Most important thing for Toronto, up by 1. It's 4-3 Blue Jays. The batter, Kevin Pillar. Here's the pitch. He squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, proud to sponsor the Brewers in the Toyota territory, Miller Park. To find great deals on all of your favorite Toyota models, visit buyatoyota.com. 1-0 on Pillar. Here's the pitch. Not bunting. Takes down and away with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Pillar 1 out of 3 today. Base hit to lead off the game. He's bounced into a fielder's choice and flied to center since. Brewers did a nice job pitching to him earlier this year in Toronto. And just 1 base hit against the Crew in those 2 games. The 2-0. Chopper hit towards short. Runner breaks for third. Arcia has 1 play. It's to first, and they get Kevin Pillar. Kind of a gutsy move by Alford to move to third base on a ground ball in front of him, but he's got so much speed he was able to get there, and Orlando Arcia immediately thought about throwing to third and then decided to take the sure out at first base. So a runner at third, less than 2 outs for Ezequiel Carrera. Carrera, fielder's choice, and a couple of strikeouts. Big run out there at third base for Rob Scahill to try and work around. Infielders come in on the grass for the Crew. And the first pitch to Carrera. Popped up. This is playable and not deep. VR backing up, spinning around. He's got a play, makes the catch. Just on the outside of the rim of the outfield grass. And Carrera pops up. That's a huge second out for Scahill and the Crew. Now you got to work around Jose Bautista. 2 hits today and a ground ball to short, 2 out of 3. Don't forget on Sunday, Brewers are giving away what might be the coolest bobblehead they've ever done. All fans in attendance for the Crews matchup with the D-backs will receive a Robin Yount motorcycle bobblehead. That's courtesy of U.S. Cellular. Get your tickets at Brewers.com. Big out to get for Scahill. 2 outs and Bautista at the plate. The kick and the pitch. Down low and blocked nicely by Manny Pena behind home plate. 1-0. Leadoff double by the pinch batter Alford. A ground out and a pop-up later. Bautista ahead of the count, 1 ball, no strikes. He's been hot lately, hitting over 400 over his last 10 games. Playing a nice third base today for John Gibbons, too. The 1-0. Down and away again with a slider, and again blocked nicely by Pena, saving a run. 2 balls and no strikes. Ryan Tepera starting to loosen for the Blue Jays in their bullpen. He'll be called upon as Danny Barnes was pinch hit for to lead off the inning. Barnes did a nice job, inning in 2/3, 3 strikeouts. 2-0. Bautista with a big swing and a miss. 2-1. Bautista certainly doesn't get cheated with his cuts. High slider, and Bautista trying to hit that one into the 4th deck. Scahill ready. 2-1 coming back. Check swing, and he did not go. They will appeal, and Mike Winters confirms he didn't go. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pretty good pitch from Scahill. Kendrys Morales is in the on-deck circle. Hit a 2-run home run his last time up in the 5th. That's the difference in this game. Brewers with 3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 coming. Down low and stopped again by Pena. That's ball 4, and Bautista is aboard. Runners on the corners for Morales. Quick trip to the mound by Manny Pena. A couple of taps on the back by Rob Scahill, and here comes Craig Counsell. Out of the Brewers dugout, the U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. With U.S. Cellular, you can post, text, and stream from the middle of anywhere. Carlos Torres will come in out of the Brewers bullpen, try and get Morales, and end this top of the 7th for Toronto. Take a quick timeout. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Brewers 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to find fun.
Done and done.
Got me a Powerball ticket, and it's $2 to have one in my hand.
That's less than a hot dog.
So I'll root for my numbers. Oh man, I hope they get called.
Don't we all?
For it's up, and away. It's a Powerball.
$2 Powerball from the Wisconsin Lottery. With a minimum jackpot of $40 million and drawings every Wednesday and Saturday night, it'll leave you singing.
Up, and away. It's a Powerball. Play ball.
Odds of winning jackpot 1 in 292,201,338. $1 million, 1 in 11,688,054. $50,000, 1 in 913,130. $100, 1 in 10,377. $7, 1 in 318. $4, 1 in 28. Odds based on 1 play for $2.
I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you big time money on delicious mustard. Coop's Famous Mustard, 12 ounces, 9 varieties, 99 cents a bottle. Or Coop's Yellow Mustard, 18 ounces, 69 cents. Everything tastes better with Coop's on it. Yellow for 69 or varieties for 99. Ay caramba, great savings. Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee owned.
It's Goodman's.
Blue Jays still hitting in the top of the 7th inning, and Carlos Torres comes on with 2 outs and 2 men on against Kendrys Morales. Fans, all season long, you can get tickets in Club Goodwill for just $12. All you have to do is visit the left field ticket windows when the Miller Park gates open, and you can pick up $12 tickets for Section 238 of the left field loge bleachers. Here's Morales. Bounced into a double play in the first, flied to center in the third, and hit a big-time home run off the batter's eye in center in the fifth. And Carlos Torres will be tasked with trying to get him out. Brewers will put the shift on for him. 3 on the right side of the infield with Jonathan Villar in shallow right, about 20 feet off the infield dirt. Alford with good speed at third. And Bautista aboard at first. The pitch to Morales. Cutter for a strike on the inside corner. And it's 0-1. Carlos Torres making his 24th appearance. ERA under 3. Scoreless 9th inning during the save on Friday. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. A swing and a miss. Carved him up with that cutter on the inside corner. And Bautista takes second base. It'll be a steal for Bautista, his third. And now Eric Thames can play back at first. 0-2 the count. Torres delivers. Down and in and blocked nicely by Pena. Anthony Alford, the runner at third base, getting whatever he wants as Travis Shaw is playing pretty much where the shortstop generally plays for Morales. He's about halfway down the third baseline as the pitch is coming. The 1-2. Popped him up. Shallow left. Out is Shaw. Braun coming in. Braun calls, makes the catch, and Torres gets out of the top of the 7th. No runs, a hit, and 2 left for Toronto. Time to stretch in Milwaukee. Blue Jays leading 4-3.
What do you do when good isn't good enough? You upgrade. Or when you're ready to go from great to awesome, upgrade. If your energy drink isn't getting it done, or you're just ready for more, upgrade to Extra Strength 5-Hour Energy Apple Pie. Drink it in seconds, feel it in minutes, lasts for hours. Try it once and you'll know why they say upgrade to awesome, upgrade to Extra Strength. Official sponsor of the 2017 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. For more information, see 5hourenergy.com.
So, I was going to get a new Samsung Galaxy S8 and treat myself, and then US Cellular was all, Brad, just switch and get it for free. And I was like, for free? And they were like, for free. And I was like, dang, US Cellular, you are awesome and have coverage where I need it. And they were like, enjoy your free Samsung GS8, Brad. And I was like, please, call me B-Rad. Get your free Samsung Galaxy S8 when you switch to US Cellular.
Via trailing credits, 30-month retail installment contract, device protection plus, and qualifying turn-in required. Additional restrictions apply. See store or uscellular.com for details.
The sounds of baseball. With all the excitement, it's easy to take for granted the roads you travel to get to the game. But safe, well-built, reliable roads are vital to our amazing quality of life here. They are essential to rebuilding Wisconsin's strong economy and protecting our family and friends. Study after study shows Wisconsin roads are in rough shape. Everyone knows good roads improve safety and help grow our economy.
This message brought to you by the Wisconsin Transportation Builders Association, supporting Wisconsin's economy one road at a time.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could buy something and then if it turns out later you didn't need it, you get your money back? Okay, not all of your money, but some of it. A little bit at least. That's exactly how it works with your West Bend Home and Highway policy. We send you some of your money back if you don't file a claim all year. Plus, everything is covered with one agent, one policy, one bill, and one deductible. Turns out even your bank account can have a silver lining. West Bend. The worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com.
8-9-1 due up for the Brewers in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 4-3. New pitcher in for Toronto. It's right-hander Ryan Tepera. 7th inning stretch sponsored by Island Resort and Casino. Schedule your getaway to the island. Enjoy headline entertainment, 6th-grade dining options, and time for you in the luxurious Drift Spa. Visit islandresortandcasino.com today. Arcia with an RBI single back in the 5th. He's 1 out of 2. Tepera Making his 20th appearance, first pitch. In tied on Arcia, backs him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. 3-1 for Tepera on the record with a 3.04 earned run average, 26 strikeouts in 26 innings. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a pop-up, foul and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike, and before Arcia sees another pitch, 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Trusted by more than 40,000 listeners every week. WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
1 ball and 1 strike, the count on Orlando Arcia. Bottom of the 7th inning, Brewers down a run. Here's the pitch from Ryan Tepera. Swung on and hit foul off on the right side. Second deck. Count goes in Tepera's favor, a ball and 2 strikes. Along with Bob Euchre and our producer and engineer Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you from Miller Park. Game 1 of this 6-game homestand and of this brief 2-game series against the Blue Jays. Arcia down to the count, 1-2. Catcher sets up away. And the pitch. Check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire Marty Foster. And that will end the at-bat for Orlando Arcia. And a strikeout. 1 up and 1 down in the Brewers' half of inning number 7. Nick Franklin will come off the bench and hit for Craig Counsell. Marty Foster calling that one on his own. Did not ask for help. Either way, it's a strikeout, 1 away, and Franklin the batter. He's been good in his capacity. 5 hits and 18 pinch hit appearances. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed thrower. The pitch misses off the outside corner. 1-0. 4 RBIs as a pinch hitter this year for Franklin. Shift him to hit to the right side. The 1-0 pitch is a strike with a cutter on the outside edge. And it's 1-1. Day is done for Carlos Torres. Just 1/3 of an inning. And got the one man he needed to get, a fly out of Kendrys Morales. 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Foul out of play by Franklin. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Franklin 1 out of 6 on that last road trip. Saw the Brewers go 4-2 out in San Diego and Chicago. Drew a walk in the 9th inning in that finale on Sunday at Wrigley. 1-2 coming back. Swing and a miss. High fastball, and Tepera gets Franklin swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Tepera. Our U.S. Cellular Text the Booth line has been open all day as Jonathan VR strides to the plate. Peg in Glendale, Wisconsin. Curious what's going on with the first and third base coaches box. Why are they even there if the coaches don't stand in them? Well, Major League Baseball, before the season began, said that they should adhere to being at least within striking distance of that first and third base coaching box. Pitch on the way to Jonathan VR. Misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. It's a very lax rule, though. Peg, great question. All depends on the situation, of course, where those first and third base coaches rove around. More the third base coach than the first base coach. VR takes down and in with a cutter, 2 balls and no strikes. VR today, 2-run single in 3 at-bats. Drove in a couple in the 5th inning, also stole a pair of bases. The 2-0 from Tepera. A little bit low. It's 3-0 on Jonathan VR. Brewers with 3 more stolen bases in this game. Gives them 41 on the year. 3-0 pitch to VR. Taking all the way, and he took a strike at the knees down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike. Appreciate everybody texting into our U.S. Cellular Text the Booth line today. Keep them coming all season long. The set and the pitch. It's low, ball 4, and Jonathan Villar is on with a walk. So a pair of strikeouts, and now the walk to Villar, and Eric Thames is going to have a chance to hit against Tepera. Thames, a single in the first, a fly out to deep left in the fourth, walked and stole a base in the fifth. 309 batting average for Thames. Said before the game today, in the last 3 weeks, he's been battling illness, some fatigue in his legs, trying to get back at it. The pitch from Tepera. Swing and a miss. Big cut from Thames. It's 0-1. Said it has felt for Thames the last 3 weeks like he's swinging a bat and running underwater. Still producing at a pretty high level despite not feeling great. 1 strike on Thames. Villar with a big lead. And a throw that way. He was leaning and he's back with a dive. Morales slapped the tag down on the wrist of Jonathan Villar. And again, he's got 2 steals already in the game, 11 on the year. Close play over at first. 1 strike on Thames. Another throw to first. Villar dives back again in time. Jacob Barnes and Neftali Feliz playing catch for the Brewers in their bullpen. Another throw to first, and back with a dive is Villar. Tepera trying to keep Villar as close as possible over at first. That's the tying run. 1 strike on Thames. And now the pitch, runner goes. It's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is not in time. Villar swipes second. And the Blue Jays might want to take another look at it. John Gibbons, the manager, off the top step of the dugout. He's going to confer with his bench coach on whether or not they should challenge this. Close play, but he's in there at a seat, it would assume, from all of the angles that we have seen. 3rd steal of the game for Villar. He's in scoring position for Thames. And no challenge from Toronto. Thames down in the count, 0-2. Base hit to the outfield, has a chance to score Jonathan from second. The set in the 0-2. Down and inside. Threw him that cutter. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Thames. Thames, who was drafted by Toronto out of Pepperdine University originally. Trying to come up with a big hit against his former organization. 1-2. The kick and the pitch. In tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Thames. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Ryan Tepera. Slight shift on for Thames. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. In tight, and it hit him. Right in the back foot with that cutter, and Thames is aboard. So it'll be up to Ryan Braun. It was Braun that came to the plate in the 5th with runners at first and second that chased Biagini, the starter. Immediately, Villar and Thames executed a double steal. Braun had the infielders back with less than 2 outs, and he struck out against Danny Barnes. Well, now, after Tepera walked Villar, he stole second and then plunked Thames. Braun, the man of the hour, again in the bottom of the 7th. Four-3 Toronto. 2 in the second, 2 in the fifth for the Blue Jays. 3 in the bottom of the fifth for the Crew. Braun 0 for 7 since being activated from the disabled list before Sunday's game. Big chance for him against Tepera. The first pitch is low, ball 1. First ever at bat for Braun against Ryan Tepera. VR at second, Thames at first. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, Brewers down a run. The right-hander at the belt, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase to cutter off the plate away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty good pitch. Started it on the outside edge, and Braun couldn't hold up. 1-1 with 2 away. And a step off from Tepera, trying to keep Jonathan VR close at second base. Devin Travis going back and forth with VR. Infielders playing Braun to pull a bit. Outfielders shade to the opposite field. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air to right. Playable for Alford. In towards the line, makes the catch. And Ryan Tepera and the Blue Jays get out of trouble in the 7th. No runs, no hits, and 2 left for the Crew. We move to the 8th at Miller Park. Blue Jays lead it 4-3.
Miller High Life. It's balanced. It's easy drinking. It's refreshing. It's what American lager was born to be. Welcome to the High Life. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great beer, great responsibility.
This is Henry's Hard Grape, Orange, and Cherry Cola, the most popular family on the block. How do we know?
Whoa.
Because Brad took a break from sports to say whoa. Can I have the whole thing? Because less wants more.
Shut the front door. So good.
And because Deb is positively profane. This is Henry's Hard Soda, a delicious and refreshing adult beverage for those who like to live hard. Ish. Let's Wine Hard Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great beer, great responsibility.
Miller High Life. It's balanced. It's easy drinking. It's refreshing. It's what American lager was born to be. Welcome to the High Life. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great beer, great responsibility.
In baseball, I can tell you it's more fun to be on a winning team, or just any team for that matter. That's why every time you fill up your car, you'll be happy to know that the team of corn growers right here in Wisconsin is providing homegrown ethanol. Wisconsin corn growers are creating jobs, reducing our dependence on foreign oil, and saving big-time money at the pump. That's a grand slam for everybody. Learn more about Wisconsin corn and homegrown ethanol by going to wicorn.org.
Good one to open up this homestand. Brewers and Blue Jays. It's 4-3 Toronto. Don't forget, before all Sunday home games, check out Children's Hospital of Wisconsin Family Sundays at Health Fair Field. Play catch in the outfield. Run around the warning track and meet Bernie Brewer and the famous Racing Sausages. New pitcher on for the Crew. It's Neftali Feliz. And back in to call it for you, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Portions of our broadcasts are brought to you by Usinger's. Always great tasting sausage. Try a little something different. Try some of that Usinger's smoked cheddar jalapeno. Usinger's andouille sausage. Got a little kick to it. You'll like it. Neftali Feliz deals a strike, and it's 0-1 on Devon Travis. Usinger's got it all. You bet. The pitch. Swinging, and a fly ball foul to the right field seats. 2 strikes on Travis. Try some of that peppered bacon with your eggs in the morning. And the pitch. Low and away and backhanded by Pena. Ball 1 and strike 2 now. Don't forget the Mr. Baseball brats. A portion of the proceeds benefits the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Wisconsin. Feliz deals again, and that's down low and away again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Post-game show follows our broadcast tonight. In the 9th, down at Wrigley Field, Cubs lead the Giants 4-1. San Francisco is batting. And the pitch. Check swing, low and away, and he's run it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Feliz ready again. Here it is. Swinging and a pop-up. Shallow right center. Santana is there, and he's got it. And Travis is retired. 1 up and 1 down. Russell Martin, the catcher, is coming up now. He's got a base hit. He's bounced out, and he's been hit by a pitch. Neftali Feliz last worked in that series against Chicago on Sunday. Here he comes for Russell Martin. That's a swing and a miss. Nationals knocked off Seattle tonight in our nation's capital. 10-1 the final there. The pitch. Low and away, and it's ball 1 and strike 1. One pitch. Feliz kicks and deals again, and Russell Martin missed it again. Ball 1 and strike 2 on the Blue Jays catcher. Feliz. Now time call. Martin stepping out. Now the stretch and the pitch. That one hangs high. 2-2. Arizona hosting the White Sox, leading that one 3-1 in the 3rd. Cardinals just getting underway at Dodger Stadium. 2-2. Bouncer hit sharply to short. Picked by Arcia, and the throw in plenty of time. He makes those tough plays look really easy, folks. That was not an easy play. Ball was hit hard to his left. He got to it, knew he had plenty of time with Russell Martin running, and threw him out by about 4 steps. 2 are up, 2 are down, and the batter is going to be Chris Coghlan. Coghlan tonight is 0 for 2 officially. And the pitch. It's inside, letter high, and it's ball 1. Crowd tonight, 30,742. Not a bad gathering to welcome the crew back home. Another one tomorrow afternoon against Toronto. Swinging a fly ball. Pena looking up. Does he have room? Yes. Right alongside the lower box seats down there. Almost up against the screen. He hung with it and made the catch. And the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. Feliz works nicely through the Toronto 8th inning. 7 1/2 are complete. It is still 4-3 Blue Jays.
My name is Tim Roberts. My mother passed away last December.
Tim is here to tell us why pre-planning his mother's funeral arrangements was so important to him and his family.
The pre-planning came in because she had Alzheimer's and knew that eventually she would need their services, and Schneider is someplace that we've always gone as a family. I think the best idea about pre-planning is the fact that your family doesn't have to worry about a lot of the items that they normally would have to worry about, and your wishes are automatically known. So we didn't have to worry, did she want to have, a burial? Did she want to be cremated? we knew all of her wishes in advance. I would highly recommend Schneider Funeral Home for any kind of burial services or cremation. They are thorough, thoughtful, and treated my mother in a dignified fashion for the services.
To learn more about pre-planning funeral arrangements, visit Schneider Funeral Home and Crematory online at schneiderfuneraldirectors.com. Let Budget Truck and Auto Body take a few chores off your spring cleaning list. How? Well, at Budget Truck and Auto, they do more than auto body and collision repair.
Hi, this is Mark from Budget Truck and Auto. We will detail your car, truck, bus, SUV, RV, even your boat. Let the professionals at Budget Truck and Auto help you get your ride ready for land or water.
Budget Truck and Auto Body, home of the free loaner, West Avalon Road, Janesville. Like Budget Truck and Auto on Facebook and see them on the web at budgettruckandauto.com.
Remember when service meant something?
Thanks, and have a swell day.
We still believe in full service. News, weather, sports, business, and talk. AM 1230, FM 92.7, WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
Brewers are down by 1 as they come to bat here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Shaw, Santana, and Hernan Perez. The first 3. 4 runs on 9 hits for the Blue Jays. Crew has 3 on 5, down by 1, and all set to go. Joe Smith. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's him. Joe Smith. Talk about a regular guy. He's on to work for Toronto. And he opens up on Travis with a breaking ball off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Jose Bautista moves from third base to right field. And the pitch. This one hit in the air down the third baseline. Darwin Barney, who just came in the game, is giving chase, but he's out of room. One ball, 1 strike. New sign, Russell Martin. Joe Smith working from the stretch. Here it is, and he is in on the inside corner. Ball 1 and strike 2 on Travis Shaw. Travis, a little tough going here tonight. 3 strikeouts for him. And the pitch fouled out of play to the second deck. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Travis Shaw. One and 2, Smith ready. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Travis Shaw strikes out. One down, Domingo Santana coming up. Santana has walked, bounced out, and struck out tonight. Anthony Alford is now playing in left field from right to left with Bautista moving to right field. Domingo Santana. Nothing for 2 tonight. The pitch. Low on the outside corner, about knee high, and it's a strike, 0-1. Ready to work. Here it is. Down low on the inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now. Blue Jays in for 1 more. 12-10 start tomorrow. Day game to wind up this abbreviated series. Strike on the inside corner. He shot that corner the previous pitch and missed it. This time he's right on it. Tough one to handle. Ball 1 and strike 2. Martin sitting down low and away, and he struck him out. right outside with a breaking ball, and Santana went after it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Joe Smith. Hernan Perez coming up now. He's lined out, singled, flied to center, and scored a run. Baseball brought to you in part by Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. Combines German-style Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's Brewing Company, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And don't forget, enjoy Leine's responsibly. And the pitch, Perez bounces foul near the Toronto dugout. One strike on Hernan Perez. Playing in center field tonight, Smith deals again, and Perez bounces to short. Goins has that one and throws him out to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Brewers. Ninth inning is coming up. Got a good one going. It's 4-3 Toronto.
Hey, baseball fans, spend some time perfecting your swing on a getaway to one of the top golf destinations in the upper Midwest. Sweetgrass Golf Club, an award-winning 18-hole championship course. Don't let this golf season slip by. Book your stay and play package by calling 877-ISL-GREEN. After golfing 18, treat yourself to a massage or other healing mind-body experience available at the luxurious Drift Spa. Check it out online at islandresortandcasino.com.
Is your insurance company easy to deal with? Thousands of independent insurance agents rank West Bend at the top when it comes to ease of doing business. That's because we step up when you need us. We do the right thing. With your agents' knowledge and experience and West Bend's commitment to providing innovative products and services, we can offer our policyholders the best in home, auto, and business insurance. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com.
This fan update is brought to you by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Hit the jackpot with another exciting Brewers promotion. Earning a free Brewers ticket can be as simple as filling up your car with gas. Just complete a BP Come On Back card by making 7 purchases of 8 or more gallons of gas at participating BP gas stations. Call 414-902-4000 for more details. Stay tuned for other odds-on favorites. Brewers Baseball, presented by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino.
Toronto half of inning number 9. Neftali Feliz is still on for the Crew. Ryan Goings will lead things off for the Blue Jays. "4-3 Toronto leads. Blue Jays with 2 in the second, 2 more in the 5th. Before the Brewers finally hit pay dirt in the bottom half of the 5th inning with 3. That's been it. Toronto's still on top. Feliz deals, and he is in there. Strike 1 call. Fastball from Neftali at about 95. And the pitch, swinging, and a fly ball into very shallow center. It is going to be caught by Orlando Arcia. One up and 1 down. Anthony Alford is the batter now, playing in left field. Right-handed batter against Feliz, and it's a strike on a fastball. Garza and Stroman tomorrow to wind up the series. Arizona Diamondbacks coming in for a 4-gamer. Winding up on Sunday, the pitch. Low and away, and it's ball 1 and strike 1. Talking about the Diamondbacks, they lead the White Sox tonight 4-1, that game in the 3rd. Out in Phoenix, Arizona, the pitch. Too low off the outside corner, and it's 2 balls on a strike. Tigers down in Houston, trailing that game. Astros lead 3-2 in the 7th inning. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch, that's a swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Twins shut out Baltimore. In Baltimore, 2-0. Kansas City winners over the Yankees. And the pitch. Lined foul to the lower seats. Ken tells me that Minnesota-Baltimore game, Urban Santana. Complete game shutout.
2 hits allowed.
Wow. He's back. Struck him out swinging. And there are 2 down now, and back to the top of the order we go. Kevin Pillar. How many pitches did he throw in that game, Jeff, you know?
I could find out for you in a jiff. Just over 100.
Now that's a normal start for guys.
Yeah, 105.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Matter of fact, that's pretty good. Complete game. 2-hit shutout. Strike on a curveball, and it's 0-1.
Struck out 6, walked 2. 4 base runners the entire game for Baltimore.
That's pretty good. Now the 0-1 delivery, a half swing is going to cost him a strike. Cubs were winners today. Was that Big John Lester? How many did he throw?
9 innings, 99 pitches. Struck out 10.
It's not highly the pitch. Low and away, ball 1 and strike 2. That's not highly unthought of for a guy like Lester, really. I mean, there's times when you watch him pitch, I think, you know, when I watch him work, I concentrate more on base runners, what he does with runners on base. He doesn't throw to bases. He doesn't like to do that. And you kind of get away from swinging a foul, right field side. You kind of get away from how good that guy is and how good he can be. He can really be good.
No doubt about it. He didn't walk anybody today. Giants had to earn everything. They had just 4 hits.
99 pitches. Yeah, that's pretty good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'd be willing to bet you that there are a lot of pitching coaches. Here he comes again. Fouled again by Pillar. A lot of pitching coaches love to see guys throw 100 pitches and complete games and not worry about bullpens so much anymore.
I know Joe Madden's thinking about that right now.
I think the way it used to be, I mean, that's what pitchers counted on. We were talking earlier, Jeff, about how complete games were, you know, that was what your contract was predicated on the following season, how many innings you pitched. And complete games were a big, big deal. Back, you know, even into the 70s and the 80s, I guess, the relief guy and the closer became the big item. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. Yeah, back in the day when closers weren't called closers at that time. They were just relief pitchers, late inning relief pitchers. Guys like Rollie Fingers, of course, pitched here and Hall of Fame career. Guys like Fingers that threw the splitter and the forkball, and Bruce Sutter and guys like that became dominant figures in baseball. Anyway, the top half of inning number 9 is over. Bottom half coming up. Brewers get 1 more shot. It's 4-3 Toronto.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We just bought a fixer-upper, and I don't know where to begin. So I went to see Paul at our neighborhood Ace.
I told Nate we have everything he needs to help him repair their home, from a wide selection of paint colors, Craftsman tools, and the best lawn and garden brands.
Ace is a place with exactly what you need, starting with help.
An Ace Red Hot buy for May is Ace Lawn Fertilizer. Covers 15,000 square feet, only $11.99 with Ace Rewards card. Zip in and zip out at Harris Ace Hardware stores in Janesville, Beloit, and Monroe.
Water quality is in the news. Lead, nitrates, iron, sulfur. Not satisfied with the taste of your drinking water? Contact the water experts serving Rock County for over 60 years. E&D Waterworks can provide carbon filtration, reverse osmosis, or bottled water coolers to give you a refreshing drink of water. Systems can be rented with a purchase option. Call 752-4718 to get answers to your questions about water quality. E&D Waterworks. If water runs to it or through it, We do it.
Beloit Health System invites you to tour the new Hendricks Family Heart Hospital Saturday, June 3rd from 10 a.m. to noon at Beloit Memorial Hospital. See the new Heart Hospital. Register to win bikes, Fitbit Charge Activity Tractors, plus a Nintendo Switch game system. Walk through the Mega Heart, a 26-foot interactive exhibit of a human heart. Hendricks Family Heart Hospital Open House. Saturday, June 3rd from 10 a.m. till noon at Beloit Memorial Hospital in Beloit. For more information, visit BeloitHealthSystem.org.
When you need to know.
Well, how do you make a decision unless you're informed?
We're talking about it.
It's important to be informed about what's going on in the news.
This is Southern Wisconsin's news, sports, and talk.
It's important to stay informed.
When it happens, it's here.
Very informative.
WCLO, Janesville, Beloit.
The Blue Jays make a change at first base. Justin Smoke is the new first baseman. Roberto Osuna is the new pitcher for Toronto, and Manny Pena will be the first man to face him. 4-3 Blue Jays. Osuna is ready and opens up with a strike, and it's 0-1 on Manny Pena. Blue Jays have 9 hits. Brewers have managed only 5 in the game. Both teams have stranded 6. Osuna ready and deals again, and Manny Pena is now 2 strikes to nothing. Had a good rip and fouled it back. Two strikes on Pena. Arcia's due next. Osuna coming back. Bouncer hit to short. Easy play. Goins throws him out by about 4 steps. One up, one down, and Orlando Arcia coming up. Nobody has hit pay dirt since the 5th inning. Biagini, Nelson, the starters, and the bullpens. Swing and a miss by Arcia. Down low and away with a fastball. He went after it. 1 strike on the Brewers shortstop. Had a base hit driving in a run. Back in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss again. Slider that time, down and away. 2 strikes and nothing on Orlando. From the stretch. Here he comes again, and a check swing, and he held, I believe. Yep. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Orlando Arcia. 1 man out, down 4-3 here in the 9th inning. New sign, and he's ready. Here it is. Swinging a bouncer, hit foul up along third, past Eddie Cedar. Still 1-2 on Orlando Arcia. RBI for Arcia, 17th, sitting on 4 home runs. And a pitch to him. Swinging a drive in the right center and playable and going to be caught. Kevin Pillar got a good jump, hauled it in, hit it hard, but Pillar caught it. 2 men are out. And we have a pinch batter now for the Crew. This is Eric Sogard, who has been on a tear. Well, what a series out in San Diego. Watching and listening to you guys, Jeff, you and Grindle, talk about Sogard. Seemed like he was throwing the ball up by himself and hitting it.
It was incredible.
He was right on it.
Couple of 4-hit games and that homer in the 10th.
Yeah. 1 ball and no strikes on him. And the pitch, it's too low on Sogard. 2-0 now. Jonathan VR is due next. Down by 1. Sogard's got a couple of home runs. Now the pitch to him. That's too low, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Sogard appearing in only his 9th game since joining the crew. That's a strike. 3-1 now. Borderline at the knees. Three balls and a strike. Here it is, swinging a foul off the mask of the home plate umpire, Marty Foster. Looks like he's all right. Russell Martin checking on him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right. New sign. Osuna ready. Here it is. It's too high, and the Brewers are still alive. Sogard with a 2-out walk. And Jonathan VR is going to get one more shot. Tying run at first base. 2 men are out. VR waiting. Osuna. High and away, and it's 1-0. VR winning the pitch to him. That one's too high. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, get a good one and get after it. He can certainly do the damage. 2-0 delivery, here it is. Swing and a miss, and he was trying on that one. Had a good pitch to hit. Good fastball, had a good rip and missed it. Two balls and a strike on VR. Osuna coming back. VR lines that one foul to the lower seats and left. Ball 2 and strike 2 on Jonathan VR. Fastball down around the outside corner, went right along with it. Good speed aboard in Eric Sogard. 2 balls and 2 strikes on VR. Now the stretch. And the pitch. He struck him out swinging. And this one is over. Osuna with another strikeout against the Crew tonight. Final score, it's the Blue Jays 4, the Brewers 3, back with the totals and summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
Covering the bases has a literal meaning in baseball, but at Quick Trip, it means providing everything you need for your Brewers tailgate or weekend family cookout. From fresh burgers, brats, and chicken to buns, beers, soda, chips, charcoal, salads, cookies, and more. Get the point? Quick Trip has you covered. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price, and proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Quick Trip. See you next time.
Show your American pride with Americana t-shirts from Mills Fleet Farm. On sale, $4.99. Save on Under Armour sandals for the entire family, 25% off. Grill up burgers and brats on our exclusive Back 40 5-burner gas grill. Includes free assembly, $199.99. Let the party begin. Your favorite Frito-Lay chips. Select sizes, 5 for $10. Mix and match Pepsi and Coke 12-packs, 3 for $9 at Mills Fleet Farm.
Love it. On game day, you don't have to look far for a great tasting light beer. It's brewed right down the street. Miller Lite, the official beer of the Milwaukee Brewers. Always brewed for more taste. Miller Lite, hold true. Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
This is Dick Leining-Kugel, and for 150 years we've been brewing beer our own way. Leining-Kugels is born from German tradition, but crafted with the spirit of Wisconsin. A beer with a name that remains refreshingly recognizable, even after 6 generations. Thanks to all our fans for 150 great years. Here's to keeping things refreshing for 150 more. Leining-Kugels, welcome to the Leinie side.
Jacob Leining-Kugel Brewing Company, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Please enjoy Leinie's responsibly.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball has been brought to you in part by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Usinger's famous sausage. Usinger's and baseball, it's just not summer without them. U.S. Cellular, the Wisconsin Lottery, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, Quick Trip, West Bend, the Silver Lining, EMC Insurance, the Sartori Company, Menards, Woodman's Food Markets, the Wisconsin Transportation Builders Association, Fabic, the cat rental store, the Ingman Taylor Company, Pomp's Tire, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin's Corn Growers, Mills Fleet Farm, Island Resort and Casino, and your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. Jeff, the Blue Jays take game 1.
Yeah, good game today, Uke. 4-3 the final score for Toronto. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. For the Crew, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left on. Barnes, the winners, first major league win. He's now 1-2. Osuna, the save, his 7th, and Jimmy Nelson picks up the loss. He falls to 2-3. Took 3 hours and 2 minutes to play it in front of a crowd of 30,742.
Looking for our Chevrolet star of the game.
Danny Barnes was really good. Not only his first major league win today, but came in, runners at second and third, got a couple of big strikeouts.
He preserved the win. The side there?
He needed to, and got both.
Got him.
Braun and Shaw.
All right, brought to you by Chevrolet, the official sponsor of Brewers baseball. Visit WisconsinDriveChevy.com today, tonight, tomorrow, and find a dealer near you. Talking about tomorrow, we'll have game 2 in the series tomorrow with our on-deck show built by Menards getting underway at 11:35. And then game 2, it's a 12:10 start tomorrow. Marcus Stroman against Matt Garza. Until then, this is Bob Uecker along with Jeff Levering and Kent Sommerfeld, inviting you to stay tuned for the TravelWisconsin.com postgame show. Jeff will have that coming up next. Once again, the final score tonight, a good one. Toronto hangs on the window. Final, Blue Jays 4, Brewers 3. So long, everybody. You are listening to the Brewers Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Wisconsin Tourism Secretary Stephanie Klett. A summer vacation in Wisconsin is a chance to unwind and escape from the day-to-day, to recharge your batteries without plugging in a power cord. So skip the texts, tweets, and posts and spend some quality FaceTime with the family. After all, when you're on vacation with everyone you really want to talk to, who needs a cell phone? Discover phone-free fun and more at TravelWisconsin.com.
Have you ever tasted real refreshment?
Calypso Lemonade is real refreshment, real sugar, real lemons, real lemonade. Calypso Lemonade is made the real way right here in Wisconsin. To show their appreciation for making Calypso the #1 lemonade in the state, this year Calypso Lemonade will donate a minimum of $50,000 to Make-A-Wish Foundation. From tailgates to campfires to every summertime occasion, get a taste of real refreshment and help support Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Find Calypso at retailers like Woodman's, Triggs, Pick and Save, and Sendix. Visit them at drinkcalypso.com.
From Memorial Day to 4th of July, the Brewers Radio Network wants to help you